I'm addicted to success.
What's up? Welcome to your new favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show. Y'all know it's the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions.
Yep.
I want to thank y'all for joining us for episode 38.
Trade 8. That's 38 special. Shoot your ass.
38 special. My name is Fresh, and I'm one half of the Pod Gods. And
Pod Gods and this bitch
is the best man, the best hype man of all the land.
Split star
my
out this
right hand
motherfucker.
man, Mr. B Hill. Mr. B Hill, you heard me.
Hey, what up,
yo?
Hope y'all doing all right. God bless you.
What up, B? What up?
Shit, what's going on with you?
Nothing,
what's up with you, player?
I'm just admiring your tank top. I think that voice goes with your tank top, man.
Oh, this is called a white beater. This is like, it's not a tank top. Like, it's a wife beater. I don't know nobody that calls them tank tops. They always wife beaters, like, or a beater or something. You're the only person I've ever heard
the term wife beater until I came to North Carolina.
Word?
Now I hear it, but I never heard it
that shit
prior
came
to
from
me
cops.
Right. So that's what somebody told me. Like, they were like, yeah, cause anytime somebody beating their wife, they got on a damn tank top.
Yeah, they got on technically the technical term is an A shirt. Which I don't know why they don't look like A's. Like
I've never seen A shirt. I'm going with tank top.
Yeah, they're on the packaging when you go to Walmart or wherever you purchase your fine undergarments. The
your
finest of undergarments.
Your
the finest of fucking undergarments come from Walmart, as we all know. And they say A shirts on them. Some good Hanes, you know what I mean? Some tagless joints. You know
tagless.
I mean?
How many come in that pack?
Shit, that's a good question. Maybe 5. It depends. Like, they got some that are, you get your bonus buy on. You know what I mean? It might get you 9 for fucking $17.99 or some shit. But the polo shits is expensive as fuck. Like polo shirts, anything polo. You already know everything.
Anything name brand is going to be, hyped up. How often do you have to buy tank tops? I think I call this your Joe Budden fashions.
Oh shit! I know, right? He do be having mad beaters on,
and them joints be lazy as a bitch. Them joints be looking sad as a bitch.
Yeah, them shit like he's standing in the rain for a couple of hours,
begging for a change.
Nigga have his umbrella. For food. Like he had, like his car broke down in his umbrella, and niggas when he got to the crib, niggas wouldn't answer the door. That's how. Them shits be
nigga
raining.
Went on an adventure in the beater.
Yeah, that nigga, he damn sure he was running, chasing them kids and just fucking beat her on and shit. That nigga crazy.
With them 4 rocks in his hand, right?
Nigga running
that was
fast.
Classic.
That was
is classic.
Joe Budden, not for nothing, that bitch has been a part of some great memories.
Facts. Joe Budden
in world history, in black culture, young black culture, like that motherfucker has been in some monumental shit. That nigga was the first nigga to get beat up on camera. Raekwon beat that nigga up. Goddamn, stole the fuck out of the nigga. The nigga did a damn, some internet shit right shortly thereafter. I bruised the fuck up, black as a motherfucker. All the other shit, the countless other shit.
Yeah, Joe Budden was the first person I seen to fuck all over Instagram when he was with Caitlyn. They was naked all the time in some position like they just finished fucking.
Joe Budden TV, he's the real love in hip hop because he used to have on YouTube, he used to have Joe Budden TV and it'll be him and Tahiri and he just be documenting their whole fucking life. That nigga's actually pretty revolutionary when it comes to that shit. But yeah,
Joe
this
Budden
ain't
always
a Joe
gets
Budden.
my respect because he always finds a way to be the most relevant, irrelevant nigga. He's always around. Joe Budden is kind of always around. Doing something.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing something. And it don't be for music and shit. But, me and B listen to Joe Budden podcast and we both, text each other throughout the day when we're listening to the shit because Joe Budden is fucking nuts.
He is, yo. That nigga crazy
as fuck. He is fucking nuts, bro. Yeah. And it's funny as hell.
It's awesome. It's awesome fucking, I can't call it television, but this shit is awesome. Niggas,
it's like listening to a person having, a mental breakdown, every other episode and then be fine.
That shit is like That shit is bipolar than a motherfucker. That's why I love it. It
really is.
But otherwise,
them
fuck
pool
all that
parties.
shit. We got our own fucking
Yeah. I was transitioning. I was talking about how Button always had them pool parties, and the 4th of July coming up. You doing anything tomorrow? Well, when y'all hear this, if y'all listen on the 4th of July, it will be the 4th of July.
Yeah, it comes out on the 4th of July. It's so weird. It's on a fucking Wednesday, man. So like, it's like a Sunday, like a fake ass. It's like a weird ass day. You know, it's like you really can't do too much.
Don't call the Lord's Day a fake ass day.
Nah, I ain't even equate that. But I'm just saying, like, you know how you got to go back to work on Sunday, so it's like you can't do with so much. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know.
You doing anything? You whipping out the grill or anything?
I don't know. They said it's supposed to rain in North Carolina.
Oh,
so,
word.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain in North Carolina. So I don't know. I mean, I can. You know what I mean? I still got a little. I guess I can. I don't know. I hadn't planned. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. The spur of the moment. It's just a regular ass day.
I feel like holidays don't be getting the love they used to get, man.
Cause them shits be on Wednesday. Who the fuck? I'm gonna turn up on a Wednesday. Like, it's slap dab hump in the middle. Yeah, it's like you gotta go back to work 2 more days. It's not like you gotta go back 1 more day. It's on a fucking Wednesday. Like,
nah, that is true. That is
ragged
true. But
ass fucking 4th of July.
Like, I'm just saying, like, holidays just in general, they don't feel like they used to feel. But as far as this 4th of July, I'm kind of like, fuck it anyway. Like, this country is trash right now, and everybody didn't get their independence. So, I mean, it's kind of like, whatever.
Man,
I get a day off.
Yeah, I ain't celebrating. Shout out to Crispus Addicts. If y'all want a little, fucking ain't shit show, fucking, goddamn history lesson. Crispus Addicts was a black man that was fucking with the somebody in like Massachusetts or Boston or some shit. And the actual reason that niggas got there, that the America went and fought England, is because of this nigga. Because one of the British soldiers killed Crispus Addicts, and he was with a bunch of his white homeboys and shit. And for real, they was at a bar, they was getting drunk. He was and like them niggas, like the English niggas set it on Crispus Addicts and shit, and his white homeboys was like,
set it on Chris is funny.
Word. They started fighting and shit, and then one of the niggas shot that nigga with one of them old ass guns and shit, like in the, whatever the fuck that was. What was that, in like 1700 or some shit? I don't even know when the fuck that was.
Big
like
muskets.
Something like that. But that's the reason, and then ever since then, that's when the U.S. declared war on England. Because of the killing of Crispus Addicts. Look that shit up. That shit hard. We are the greatest of all time. So niggas kill us and we start a goddamn war and win our independence, and then still didn't win our independence. But we all know that story. But we
talked about that story.
Yeah, a little history for y'all niggas one time.
B Hill breaking that down with Chris and them and what happened and
Crispus Addicts. Cold nigga. That's a dope name too. Crispus Addicts. Like, that's a goddamn like.
No, you getting beat up like fuck in elementary. Your name is Crispus.
Crispus Addicts is hard. When you get old though, like niggas like,
when you know what Crispus Addicts did, he had to do all that just so Crispus Addicts could be a hard ass name.
That's a hard name. It's
like
mad
if he
syllables.
was Crispus Addicts the accountant, you'll get that nigga a wedgie.
Nah, Crispus. What's up, my nigga Crispus? My nigga like.
No way.
That's hard.
No way you bigging up a nigga named Crispus.
Crispus. What up with you, bro? Crispus. Christmas time. It's Christmas. It's mad jokes. I would definitely get a nigga joke. But he probably was a cold nigga though. Bitches probably like that nigga. That nigga Crispus. That nigga name is nice. Crispus Addicts. That's all. The Addicts part is what make it hard, I think.
So what we saying is you could put anything on with Addicts and it's just like lit as fuck.
Like fresh addicts. You know
like what I mean? Brandon Addicts.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That shit hard.
Brandon Addicts.
Crispus is hard
like a PI firm.
Crispus Addicts is hard. I don't know. Brandon Addicts ain't got no ring to
it. But it gotta be. What if your name was Brenda's Addicts?
Brenda's. I'll be a goddamn, sound like I'll be in a Roman god or some shit like that shit would be dope.
Hey, I love your silver linings because all them names was trash to me.
Yeah, they trash, but I would have been a Greek god or some shit. Yeah. I would have been born with Caesar and with some shit like that.
Hey, your boy, this not a sports podcast by far, but I think it's, just pop culture period that your boy LeBron is fucking going to the Lakers.
He is pop culture. He's like
for sure.
And hand in hand, they go hand in hand. Yeah, man. Interested to see what it doesn't matter because fucking Boogie went to fucking Golden State. They won't beat in Golden State with without DeMarcus Cousins, but it definitely not beating them niggas now because DeMarcus Cousins is there and like Golden State ain't shit. Them niggas got legitimately 4 basketball players that have scored over 50 points consecutive, like not consecutive, we like consistently in a couple different times.
Yeah.
Them niggas that shit is not fair at all. But shout out to LeBron from, doing this thing. I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm not really like, I've never been a Lakers fan. I used to like Magic and shit, but I'm gonna be interested to watch them, but it sucks cause West Coast games come on late as fuck. So like, I ain't finna be staying up late to watch that nigga and shit. So
well, y'all
catch them on
already
some
know
Sunday games.
I don't really follow the NFL the NBA like that, but I do know players and I do know significant happenings that, that go on and shit. And, I just find it very interesting that people who are NBA fans, they're not like NFL fans. They're not like football fans. Like they switch in a minute. Like wherever their player goes, that's where they go. And that's true. Get all the new jerseys and all that shit. Like you not about to come in here with a motherfucking Patriots jersey on or motherfucking if your team was true. Something else that's like true.
I've never switched sides as far as team. Like I've been a Panther fan. Like I wasn't a huge football fan growing up. Like I used to watch, like the 49ers and shit and everybody. But like once I became of like age and really started appreciating football, like cause the Panthers came into existence in 95. So shit, I was, fucking 12 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, some shit like that. So I've been fucking with them since then.
Did you just burp into the fucking mic?
Yeah, I'm drinking a beer. It's a podcast.
We're having a good time. They don't want to hear that shit.
It'll be all right. I'm having a beer. Have a beer with me. Drink you a Blue Moon. I'm drinking a Blue Moon Summer Honey Wheat. This shit is excellent.
Honey Wheat.
Yeah, that shit fire.
That sound like Dale.
It's mad names. Blue Moon Summer Honey Wheat. That shit took 30 seconds.
Honey Wheat.
Shit good though.
You getting a wedgie for a summer honey? Right?
Nah, I like beer. If you like beer and you like Blue Moon, it's the summer edition. So that shit is like a blonde. If you like beer, like that shit dope. I love beer. I'm a beer like enthusiast. I don't know what is a beer like enthusiast, like a wine. What do you call people that drink wine and shit? A winosaur. I'm a goddamn
a wine
beers.
connoisseur. You're I think we call those like winos and drunks.
No, that's Mad Dog 2020. I used to drink that when I was 15. Shout out my nigga Roy. We used to steal that shit out of Food Line.
I was just talking to my homegirl about like drinking like cheap shit. I'm like, yo, you ain't always drink no expensive shit. You had to get your tolerance
nigga, we used to steal that shit out of goddamn. We used to steal our Wild Hours Rose. I told you I was bad as fuck. We used to run in Food
Cisco.
Line. I never drank Cisco.
That is terrible. And I've drank it for kicks in the past 3 years. I found it in a grocery store and I made all my friends get one.
Hell no. Why would you do that?
To be stupid.
Cause y'all old. That shit might have took you out of here.
Hey,
that should have been in your last sip.
I'm sure my tolerance is way higher than your shit.
Nah, I'm just saying that shit is poison. I'm not talking about the tolerance.
Poison.
Yeah,
that
but now, like your body.
Now we drank like maybe a fourth of that shit. Took a picture and shit. Put that shit. I would have took a picture.
Down. That's about it. I couldn't even goddamn.
What else did you drink?
What else did I drink? The whole
that
fucking
cheap shit.
All that shit. Wild Hours Rose, fucking Thunderbird, fucking Mad Dog. Nigga, we used to drink Mad Dog and go to school in the morning. Like, I was bad. We was bad as fuck. Like, we used to just do random bad shit. Like, we'd be drunk as shit at like 7 a.m. drinking on goddamn Mad Dog. Not like, bruh, that shit smells, motherfucker. That shit niggas ain't think that shit was Kool-Aid. Niggas be wine, like drinking like hell at 8 o'clock in the morning, drunk as hell in school for no goddamn reason.
Yo, I know family members used to get fucked up with that.
Nah.
But that shit was some brown paper bag shit. Your kids come home off some.
Yeah. Or nigga.
Some like, Limeritas.
We used to go to school early. We used to like get up early as fuck in the morning to go smoke weed before school. It's like 6:30 in the freezing fucking cold and we smoking weed just to be high as fuck at 7 o'clock in the morning. That was the dumbest shit. I look back at my life and like, I did some stupid
back
shit.
In them days.
Nigga, I was indulgent. I've been smoking weed since I was 13. Not proudly, but it is what it is.
I've probably been drinking since I was 15.
Yeah, I started drinking. My mama used to give me beers though. Like, my mama cool as shit looking back. Like, in retrospect, I'd be looking at my mom like, damn, my mama cool as fuck. Like, some of the shit, the random shit that she did, like, we used to eat, cause I was eating some crab legs the other day, and it reminded me of my mama and shit. Like, damn, me and my mama used to sit back and eat crab legs. I was like 10 drinking a beer with my mama eating crab legs and shit. No lie. Word up. She used to let me get that shit.
Child Protective Services. What's the statute of limitations, Child Protective Services?
That shit is 7 years. We're good.
We good. My mom, first of all, Mom, I know you don't listen to this, but if you ever listen to this, I'm calling you out. My mom gonna try to lie and act like she don't remember letting me get Boone's Farm and St. I Special Brew. She act like she don't remember that. Right. But you remember, like, that's when Death Row was real big.
Hell yeah, them niggas, them commercials and shit, nigga, I couldn't wait to fucking drink that shit.
Some of the first niggas of my memory to have, like, endorsed
them niggas,
alcohol or something like that. That's like early 90s, like.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, I mean, like.
That shit was hard. Nigga, the Source Awards and shit, man. That shit was hard.
We went on a super duper tangent because we started talking about LeBron and all this.
How do we even get to where we was at? I forgot all about that. We done forgot all about
LeBron to Death Row.
To Mad Dog 2020. How the fuck did we even get to Mad Dog? All right, let's get on track.
LeBron to Mad Dog 2020.
How the fuck? I don't even know how the fuck we got all that shit. But shout out to LeBron, man.
Shout out to LeBron. LeBron, bringing it back around. LeBron, they say LeBron with this deal, reaches the $1 billion mark.
Yep.
With this deal. I'm not, I follow basketball a little bit heavier back in the day when you had like your Jordans and your, you know what I'm saying? Your people like that, your Magic Johnsons, all them people. And they kind of stayed on teams for a very, very long time. So people, yeah, exactly. But, it's just like different now because now all these people are all these Laker fans and you had all these, Heat fans and all these Cavs fans and then they just go with whatever. Like, I just find it so funny that you're able to do that in basketball.
But like, when some niggas in Philly, like, are truly like Philly fans, some niggas in Boston, like, you got hardcore, like, but I stay in North Carolina. Charlotte, I've never been, like, I've been to 3 Charlotte Hornets Bobcats games in my life, maybe 4, I don't know. But, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, I don't have an allegiance to them. Like, I always want them to do good, but them niggas always let me down, so, you know what I mean? Cause Jordan, especially now, cause Jordan, he don't know how to run. He ain't no businessman. He got trash ass picks and shit. Them niggas don't be doing shit.
Yeah. And Jordan still be wearing them big jeans.
Well, that nigga wears mad fucked up shit, old yellow eyed fool. What the lady say? You old beady eyed fool.
Call Jordan a fucking yellow-eyed fool. I heard LeBron was going to LA for like his family and shit.
Well, yeah.
Somebody gave me that shit and said that he was his son supposed to play out there or something.
Yeah, he enrolled his son in school. That's how niggas knew he was going there. He enrolled his son in school. His son nice, like both his kids actually nice, but his oldest son, I think 13 or 14, and he either going to high school or he in 8th grade. But LeBron's whole mission is to play with his son in the league. Like, that's his goal, like to have his son get to the league and him play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that'd be super dope. But yeah, but then he got a production company.
Not to go to college?
I mean, shit, I don't know.
If he want to play with his son, he probably ain't got.
Well, nah, he got to go to college 1 year unless they change the rule in 5 years.
You know what I'm saying? That's, yeah. But, I'm like, yeah, so he must not want his son to
technically, he doesn't have to go to college. He has to be 1 year removed out of high school is technically the rule. So he can go across seas if he want to. But, I don't know. I seen LeVar Ball, like he started his own junior NBA. It's called the JBA or some shit, where he's got like kids not necessarily going to college and going straight to the league and getting paid like 10 grand. It just started picking up. I'll be watching this shit on Facebook. He a beast though. Like, that nigga business savvy is pretty dope. Cause everything he said he did, he done did it. You know what I mean? So I fuck with, and they got a show on Facebook. So like, it's kind of cool, like seeing their family and shit. And then they got the deal with Facebook. So they have the games on Facebook live streaming. Everybody's on Facebook. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to see it at least one time. You know what I'm saying? Shit is pretty
That's good. I like it when he can back it up.
Yeah.
I don't really look into LeVar Ball only cause his personality turns me off. So
if you saw his show, you wouldn't trip. Like, if you saw his show, like that shit that he
I don't care.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, he's super like abrasive and like not even abrasive. He's just like a kind of a characterization of himself or a caricature of himself. But like in real life, he's just like a regular black ass dad. You know what I mean? Like that's why I start fucking with him. Like he got a black ass family. Like they just black people and he just trying to sell some shit. And that's his sales persona. You know what I'm saying? But his everyday life he just a regular cool. I mean, he kind of corny at times, but he raising his boys in a good, you know what I mean? He doing the shit. I fuck with the show. His wife had a stroke. He's trying to shake her back. You should fuck with it if you get a chance. Anybody out there listening?
Yeah, if you into that, fuck with LeVar Ball and his family. What's the name of the show on Facebook?
Ball in the Family, I think. Ball. I believe. I'm not sure. It's pretty good though.
Oh, he just made up that whole name.
Nah, Ball, it's something Ball. I mean, they incorporated Ball obviously because that's what they do with everything. But
facts. All right.
But yeah.
Well, you ready to get into some little shit?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. So, y'all know little shit is what? Our pop culture hot topic segment. The crowd is back.
The crowd is wild.
The crowd is back.
The crowd is wild.
And this is where we talk about all the fuck shit you see on your timeline. You already know that B Hill is drinking the smooth honey ale. What is it? Honey butter ale?
It's Blue Moon Summer Honey Wheat.
Blue Moon Honey Summer Wheat.
Yeah, that shit fire.
Meanwhile, I got off work at noon and been drinking tequila ever since. So
she thinks she Mexican. Nigga, they ain't Cinco de Mayo. You supposed to drink some fucking, this nigga drink Jack all the time. The most American shit that you can drink. And then she want to drink some goddamn tequila on the
Listen, this tequila.
Crispus addicts died for that shit. This Crispus addicts died for you.
This tequila is for the Mexicans that are being deported and all that fuck shit. Because of 45. And if we supposed to have this independence and allow everybody to have this independence with us.
Home of the free, land of the brave, right?
Exactly. So this tequila is for you, Guillermo, Jose.
Jesus, nigga. Jesus.
Guadalajara.
Jesus. If you bad enough to be named after Jesus, you cold blooded. That's a lot of pressure, boy. Can you imagine being named Jesus?
Or you could be just Jesus. A Latin king.
Be Jesus. Hey, Jesus. Jesus. Hey, don't you goddamn turn, don't you run that stop sign, Jesus.
I'll never call in a nigga Jesus. Even if your name Jesus, I'm calling you Jesus.
Hey, Jesus.
If you ain't Jesus, I'm not calling you Jesus.
Hey, my nigga Christ. Jesus Christ. What's going on with you?
Crispus and Christ. What y'all up to? Hey, Tim, give B Hill two more twins. Crispus and Christ.
No, don't do that. Don't you do that to me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you do that to me.
Shout out to Jada and Dwan.
Yes. Shout out to my friends that are having twins. Shout out to you guys. Oh, so little shit.
Oh yeah. First,
we gotta put our cups up. I forgot that quick.
My shit about dead. My shit about empty. I'm about to go smoke some more pot.
So while B Hill's throwing back the summer ale, I want y'all to put your cups up. Because we gotta get boring ass albums out of here. So with that being said, Drake dropped Scorpion. 25 tracks. A-side, B-side. A-side is primarily hip hop, while the B-side is kind of described as R&B and pop. The album features Jay-Z, Ty Dolla $ign, and some posthumous. How do you say that shit?
I see you, nigga.
Posthumous.
Nigga, hey.
Appearances from Michael Jackson and Static Major.
Posthumous. You heard that enunciation, nigga? That was hard.
Hey, that's word of the day.
Yeah.
From Michael Jackson and Static Major. I'm gonna let B go first. What is your review, my man? Of Scorpion.
I like it. It's funny because I listened to like music is so, again, y'all know how my stance, how it's like fleeting at this point. Like you can hold on to some shit or whatever, but I listened to it all Friday. I listened to it Saturday. Haven't listened to it since until today. And it's a lot of music I'm not really with the double album shit. Like it's too much music to ingest at one time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause I forget like what I really, really like versus what I don't necessarily. So I gotta like filter through. But that shit I give it I give it like, out of 5 mics, I give it 3.5. 3.5
Really?
mics. Yeah, I liked it because I like the rapping shit. He just nasty with the rapping. Like, that bitch can rap. And I like the rapping album for the most part. A couple songs that I'm cool on. The singing album, I like probably 4. Like that, the end of the album for the singing part, like maybe the last 5 songs, is hard. But that first 4, them shits was super slow. Like, nigga, you really, what Drake pisses me off with the singing is he really can't sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, you can't really sing. So it's like, it's only.
But he tackle it like he actually can.
Yeah, like you can see him in his mind thinking like, yo, I'm killing this shit. And you don't
like
really
he
be killing
Mariah
it.
Carey, he holding the
like
air
you
and
not
waving
even.
the finger.
Like you now Mariah Carey. Like you don't really sing that well, sir. Like it's mad niggas that sing better than you.
Mariah Carey currently.
Yeah, like you're fucking New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve Mariah. That shit don't be hitting like you're talking about, bro. So it gets like it just be too much for me. So, but otherwise, I enjoyed it listening wise.
I didn't enjoy it at all. And out of the 25 songs that's on there, I like probably 3 or 4. I listened to it 1.5 times. I couldn't get through the second half of that slow album the second time. It was very stale to me. It was very one note. It didn't have like, there was not enough distinctions between the songs for me to say one stood out. It sounded like most of them sound like one long song to me. Like I can dig that. He went in the studio one night and recorded most of these songs. That
rapping album hard though. Like that 8 out of 10 crazy. I like the rapping album a lot. Like that shit hard. I fuck with that.
I didn't. I felt like yesterday I was reading some reviews just to see was I out of line because I didn't really see the first gauge is kind of if the social media and the internet blow up with it. Now, of course, the day that it dropped, still shout out to Drake because Drake like broke a bunch of streaming numbers the first day, but it's 25 tracks and it's Drake. So of course everybody gonna listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it broke those numbers. So shout out to him for that.
I'm looking at the track list for that first album was cracked. That Survival was hard. Nonstop was hard. The intro was hard. The second joint was hard. I can't remember what Elevate was. Emotionless is cracked. Guys playing, of course. I'm upset I don't like that. 8 out of 10 is crazy. Mob Ties. Can't Take a Joke is hard. And Sandra Rose. Like, my least favorite is the fucking Jay-Z shit. Like, that song is trash. I don't like that at all.
Hov, I always like Hov, but that still didn't make the song for me. That ain't gonna make it so that I listen to it. But I said, I was looking at some reviews and the reviews ain't been very well with this. And I didn't see social media really blow up about it. The only thing that really, people talked about was the shit where he talked about his son. Those are the headlines, like Drake confirms he has a son. I feel like Pusha kind of put him in a corner where he had to go ahead and confess some shit. And it just, I don't know, he does not sound, you remember that whole rant, Joe Budden did?
That uninspired.
I feel like that rant goes for this album.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily agree with Joe Budden on that, although I'm the first one to say I love Drake, but I've never been a fan of the Drake album. Like, I've always had joints on there, don't get me wrong, but Drake hasn't had an album for me personally, after like So Far Gone that I can just press play and let the shit ride. You know what I'm saying? But I felt this one didn't feel inspired to me. Like, I think with, the singles, kind of led me to believe it was going to be something that it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I was excited. I was like, oh, Drake, you know what I mean? The nice for what? The guys playing.
And then the spice, the lackluster, like the fact that he didn't respond the second time kind of like just had me kind of like side-eyeing this nigga. You know what I mean? Like, man.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? True. I think that's another part of it. Like, but the nigga was rapping like fuck though. Like, the album.
Drake can rap.
Yeah,
I would never take that away from Drake.
Like, bro, be spitting.
I feel like
I fuck with that first. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Drake can put better music together to me. Like 40 can put better music than that to me. Like I think sonically it wasn't nothing spectacular to me.
Yeah. It was I liked it. I liked a lot of that shit. Like that nigga was like that first album is pretty hard. Like I said, the only thing I really don't care for is the shit with Hov. I just don't like it was a DJ Paul beat. It just didn't sound right. Like I didn't like the song at all. Like it wasn't I don't know, but like a couple of them joints, he was getting busy. Like that 8 out of 10 and Friend shit, I forgot. Them shits crazy. I love them shit.
Yeah. They were saying like he had a failure to grow, like, and it's interesting to me where a couple reviews like he's not growing, like he's just doing the same thing, because you know that last album he put out didn't do it as well. You know what I'm saying? Then it didn't put off any like hits or anything like that, or very noticeable. Drake usually he got at least 3 on every album, where he got like 3 certified hits off that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I just found it funny because last episode, and y'all, we apologize for last episode. I meant to say that earlier. That episode should be posted as you're listening to this. The episode should be posted. We apologize.
Yeah, my fucking laptop called an STD. It was weird. I don't know. I don't even watch porn from my laptop, so I don't know what the fuck happened.
It's Tasty Blacks, but we sorry. We were not hiding that week's episode from the world. We was hiding the world from that week's episode.
Oh shit, that's funny. So see what you did there. You see that? Damn, where the fuck is my drums at? I'm about to save some shit to my fucking phone. I'm about to have some padoom. That was a perfect one.
Some effects on here. Yeah. But yeah, we apologize. But what I was saying about Nicki on last week's episode is that Nicki is becoming one note. Like what Nicki has done up until this point has been great. But now the climate has changed. And so how do you adjust to that changing climate? You can't, Nicki and Drake have both had long fucking runs. You know what I'm saying? Like 10-year runs.
Drake more than Nicki, then I think. Like just music.
I don't know.
Drake done put out so many more albums than she has.
Well, yes. I'm just talking about like pop stardom and just being on top. I mean,
theirs has been parallel, definitely.
In the business and
but I'd say Drake's a bit more of a star than her, just because of the musical like output. Like his shows will be way more incredible than Nicki shit.
Yeah, it just depends on how you going with your marketing, right? So, but Nicki got way more endorsements and way more other shit than Drake. So I feel That's like true. They Good definitely point. Pop stars in different equally. Ways, because Drake don't put his name on a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Like Nicki getting it's literally just
music. And it's interesting that he doesn't do like more acting, because he's actually like funny and charismatic and like obviously can act, considering that's where he came from. Like you would think that he would be more like a movie star, but I guess he just kind of be chilling.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You think about that, like he's way more like he could be in mad movies. He's actually like a funny dude, you know what I mean? Like, and he can act and play different roles and characters and shit. I'm surprised he hasn't done more movies.
Do you think Young Money getting cold?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't expect you to say that.
Yeah, they getting
and I don't think that it's just due to a lack of talent. I just think that, the tide's got to turn. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody kind of has their time, and that does not mean that they are bottom of the barrel, no shit like that. They still hold their fucking places, but as far as being at this top tier that they're used to being there, I feel like they're gonna have to
because Nicki
find a way to adjust a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
At least Drake's still hard. Like Drake's still putting out nice for what's and guys' plans and still smoking niggas and shit. Nicki ain't even doing that. Like the shit she got going on ain't even, you know what I mean? That shit ain't even hitting, like talking about like the fucking X-Men Ben Storm shit. What is that shit?
Laura Bancroft.
Yeah, Laura Bancroft. What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, if we gonna dissect lyrics that don't make no sense, we could be here a long time, because a lot of your faves done said some
DC Ben Fresh
fucking shit. So
Brandon Ben Hill.
And you have Brandon
John
Ben Hill.
Smith. Like what? That was you. I don't know. That doesn't even make sense. Laura Bancroft. And bitch, you ain't even Laura Croft. Like that shit made no sense. Shout out to Nicki. That was stupid.
Oh man. It might be some shit like where we figure out what it meant like 5 years later. Like, that's what the fuck she meant by
that bitch was a Tomb Raider.
Whole time,
bitch been a Tomb Raider. Shut up. Lord Bancroft.
Hey, that's funny as shit. So Drake. We did find out that Drake's son name is Adonis Mahbed Graham. So when he say, I only love my bed and my mama.
That's fucking hard. That's
he
the
wasn't
hardest
talking
shit
about
ever.
his Sealy Posturepedic.
That's fucking hard. Like, cause everybody in the world was like, oh, this nigga be sleep like a motherfucker. This nigga be tired. He love to sleep.
Everybody was agreeing though, like, yeah,
Like,
that's
I
what's
love
up.
my bed too, and my
I even
mama.
have a shirt that say, I only love my bed and my mama.
You gotta put that back.
Yeah, and I got a Kanye shirt I can't wear anymore.
Yeah.
So, both of them fucked up.
Yeah.
Two of my pieces of summer wardrobe.
Yeah, you gotta dust your drawer with them shits.
Right. Make them shit in the rags.
Yeah.
Oh man. And
You ain't a real nigga if your mama ain't dust the goddamn drawer with your socks or your fucking your old underwear. You ain't real.
Nah, that's true. That's true. I for Drake's album, I want to know, out of the Drake albums, where do you rank it?
Funny thing, I've not heard all of Drake albums. Like, the last few, I haven't even heard. Yeah, I'm not it's weird. Like, I'm a super Drake fan. Like, I was probably one of the first Drake fans. I remember going to see that nigga at, it was something for Central and shit. He was at the shit called 4030. It was like 7 people in that motherfucker. It was me, my wife, not my wife at the time, but my wife now, obviously, and like, I mean, it was probably like 50 people. Nobody knew who the fuck this nigga was. So I was literally like one of the first people to fucking around this motherfucker that I knew. And, that's when the internet was popping and shit. But, I ain't
you see how old we are? That's when the internet was popping and shit.
Like, when it started, like, that's when for
TVs
real, like, when you go, like,
shit.
download and shit, like, shout out to Y, cause Y used to send me all the goddamn downloads and shit. That motherfucker used to send me all the downloads. But, yeah, man, that shit.
Shout out to LimeWire and, Napster.
Y'all aren't around anymore because niggas sued the fuck out of y'all.
If your computer got an STD, you was on LimeWire or Napster.
LimeWire was definitely a disease.
B, did your old computer have Napster on it?
I don't know. That shit was trash. Fuck that shit. That shit was garbage. That shit was heavy as hell. That shit was like 17 pounds of fucking computer. It was fucking, that shit was garbage. I'm cheap. If y'all don't know that about me, I don't be trying to spend on money. That shit was raggedy as hell.
Funny as
that shit could stop a bullet. That shit was, my goddamn laptop was bulletproof. That shit was a fat ass flat TV. Joint. One of them big ass flat TVs from back in the day with them floor model. This was a floor model laptop.
Floor model laptop.
Little thick ass laptop.
Yo, Drake, Scorpion album. You giving that litter shit?
I like it. I fuck with it. It's a pretty good album. So you know what I mean? I'm down for it.
I think that it is one of my least favorites. And I'm giving it shit. And, I probably won't revisit that. I would probably revisit what's the last joint that had all them fucking songs on? Hold on. Why was everybody so excited that this joint was 25 songs and the last album was long as fuck?
Oh, the playlist. What's the name of the shit?
Just because he actually made an announcement that it was going to be double album.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, cause I listened to the last shit maybe one time. I don't know. Like, I don't listen to a whole lot of that shit. The last album, yeah, what was the shit when he had the blue with a blue background? Nothing Was the Same. Was that?
Nothing Was the Same. Yeah.
I think that was, he be having hard ass songs on them shits though. That's why I be listening, cause like he's still an old school rap nigga, so he'll sample some hard old school shit, you know what I mean? Like, and
yeah,
like
true.
He be having some shit, like he had sampled the It's Yours shit, the Wu-Tang It's Yours. That's one of the hardest beats, one of my favorite beats of all time. Like,
so you gave Drake a lit, I gave Drake a shit, and hopefully we can get to an album we all can agree on with Drake. And hopefully you and Mahbed lead a great life co-parenting with your porn star wife. Speaking of sex workers, so Cardi B and Offset revealed that they have actually been married for a long fucking time. So you might remember that Offset proposed to Cardi B back in October during Power 99 Powerhouse concert in Philly. Cardi seemed super excited and super surprised and overwhelmed and all of that great stuff, and they had only been dating it for a couple months at that point when we thought they were engaged. Well, the tea is Cardi and Offset already had been married prior to that arena field proposal. Documents surfaced that Cardi and Offset secretly wed, in Fulton County. Shout out to Fulton County on September 20th, 2017. So that would have meant like they had only been together maybe like 2 months.
Yeah.
Before they got married and shit. Cardi confirmed via iOS press release on Instagram. She said that, her and Offset, woke up one morning and said, let's get married. And it was no one there but one of her cousins. I guess as the witness. I think that is crazy. But the first thing that stuck out to me was, so this nigga Offset cheated on his wife, bitch. He didn't cheat on his girlfriend. He cheated on his wife.
Damn.
Like, that make it worse. Like, that make it worse. You feel like it's a different type of karma when you cheat on your wife versus your girlfriend?
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I mean, yeah, obviously, cause you took the nuptials
I know
and
you
shit.
don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even taking it to that level. But I would imagine so. You know what I mean? Like, you in a different type of space, obviously. You know what I mean? So it's definitely, it's a bond, obviously, some sanctity, the sanctity of marriage and whatnot. So yeah. But they young, man. Motherfuckers, that's the disadvantage of getting married young. Like, I know plenty of niggas that got married young and that shit, yeah, man, that shit didn't, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully they'll continue to stay together, but.
So they 25 and 26,
they young
right?
as fuck and he rich as fuck. Like,
both of them rich as fuck.
He's way, but he's been popping longer than she has. You know what I'm saying?
But she been getting these big bags, my nigga.
So have they. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying he don't, but I don't think he like killing her in the numbers right now. Like, Cardi got mad endorsements. Cardi was getting fucking 80 grand a night just for walkthroughs.
Them
and she was doing like
though.
3 and 4 a week. You know
but they've been out longer than her, and they've been putting out hits for a long. I remember seeing Amigos come through, but them niggas been out for like 8 years and shit. You know what I mean? Like, them niggas been getting to it for a while. But nonetheless, I mean, my point is that he's young and he's black and he's a millionaire and he's a rapper. Like, so that's not gonna be the first time. You know what I mean? Like, his temptation is only as far as fucking a club couch. You know what I'm saying? Like. So it's gonna be tough for them, but I mean, shit, they can weather the storm. They're young. Shit happens.
So we was talking about the age in which you should get married, and you said like mid-20s was cool.
Nah, I said 28, 29. That's not mid nothing.
Because I said you shouldn't get married before 30, and you seem to disagree.
Yeah, 25. Like, that shit is totally different than 28.
So like, 25 and 28 is totally different.
Hell yeah. Nigga, yeah, you mature like shit in 3 years. I mean, like, I know I did.
I guess it depends on the person.
I wasn't ready when I was at 25. I wasn't ready, but I was ready when I was 28. You know what I mean? So, like, but I wasn't ready at 25. And I definitely wasn't no fucking millionaire. And nor did I, you know what I mean?
I think that is mad crazy, how people just, you know, like, you put yourself in a situation whereas, I don't know, I kind of think of shit like, if we meant to be together, then we should still be together when we both ready. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But you know, I'm not anti-marriage. I'm not have to get married either. You know what I'm saying? I'm a either or type person. I can take it or leave it, you know, for real. But it's just interesting to me, especially with men, when they decide they want to get married, but they don't want to practice what it means to get married. And obviously it wasn't even a couple months later that this nigga was caught cheating. We don't even know how many times he was cheating before he actually got caught. Like, since you are married, like, and I know you've revealed like on this podcast that y'all were together a long time, kind of like off and on, maybe like what, and you don't have to get like your personal story, but like for a man, just speaking for a man, what makes a man say like, I want to go ahead and get married, especially with somebody that you've been with for a long time, off and on? Yeah,
well, for me, I mean, it's just like I was just dealing with other women, and it wasn't satisfying. It was kind of like, all right, like I would like specifically
like
a time,
been there, done that.
Yeah, like so specifically it was a time like when me and my old lady broke up for like a year and some change, year and a half. Like I had a whole bunch of different girls, and I ain't like none one of them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah. Whatever, like, I ain't want to spend no money on them. Like, I ain't want to damn take them nowhere to eat and shit. Then I ain't trust them, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I was in the street still, so like, I ain't want them knowing none of my business more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want to have no money around them, shit like this, weird shit like that. So, that's when it just kind of dawned on me.
You couldn't trust them.
Couldn't trust them. And I ain't really like, after I had sex with them and shit, like they were, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna make it a good time. We gonna laugh and joke and shit, but I don't really feel like tricking on you. I don't feel like taking you nowhere. I don't want to take you on vacation. I don't want to do none of that shit. Like, I don't really want to be around you enough. You know what I mean? Like, that I can really stand you.
So then you just like, this where I want to be.
And then
it was kind of like
back,
you had to miss it.
Yeah, I had to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Absence makes the heart grow fonder, whatever that old saying is. So, cause then I started messing with, you know what I mean, going back and forth to DC, cause that's where she was at. And like, we was kicking it. And then like, I just realized how much I really fucked with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, just how she was my people and shit. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, fuck this shit. These hoes stupid. I ain't fucking with these hoes and shit. Yeah. My nose got back wide open and shit. So yeah.
I'm like that when it comes to just like relationships, period. Cause I'm not really like a relationship person for the sake of relationships. You know what I mean? Like, you know how some people like, they just can't be by themselves. And even if they're going to cheat or whatever, they still gotta have a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Do the other person dirty as fuck just cause you want to have that, you know, security. But I feel what you're saying, cause that's how I am about relationships. It gotta be some like, I don't even want to hang out with nobody else. Like,
it's like, that's how it was.
Like,
I'm like, man.
This is where it's at. You know what I mean? And that's how I decide, you know, if I want to get in a relationship, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what, Toby? I'm like, some individuals are only good for certain things, and that's not necessarily like just a sex statement.
That was a nail in the coffin for me. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, it is what it is.
For your friends, like, or people that you know, like your homeboys or whomever who have cheated, like while they're married, like, do you feel like they ever come to a point where they just be like, nah, I ain't doing this no more? Like, they married.
Yeah, I know old niggas. I know niggas like, I know, I got uncles and shit that be like, that was dogs all the way to the end. It's not like, I guess, let me explain this from a guy's perspective. Like, women, when we cheat on, like, when you get cheated on, it's not that we love you any less, right? I promise you. I know
it's
that sounds like.
It's just that you have less respect for them?
Yeah, not even. Not even. Like, I love you dearly, but it's just the pursuit and like, it's just like, only thing, and I've done this before, but the only thing I can equate it to, like, for those who love sneakers or anything new, but especially sneakers, like, I love sneakers, right? I got mad sneakers, but the thrill of getting a new pair of sneakers is fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the only thing that I can kind of equate it to. You know what I mean? Like, you love your wife. Like, I got, like, my favorite sneakers I have in my closet are fucking Jordan Carmine 6s and shit. I love them.
Those are definitely your favorite sneakers.
I love them. I
definitely know that.
And I'm never going to get rid of them. You know what I mean? It took me forever to get them, and I love them, and I'll never get rid of them. And I'll treat them with care. When I take them off, I'm going to wipe them down. You heard me? And all that. But it might be some 4s that come out and they look just as nice, like in a different way. Like, it's just a different thing. So it's not like I love you any less. It's just like, damn, motherfucker just kind of caught my attention. You know what I'm saying? And
I think where the problem comes in though is just like, if that same analogy or that same mentality, she has that.
Oh, it's an absolute double standard. She can't have that. That's the thing about it. Like, women can't have that. Like, it just doesn't work.
Ego's not set up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a total double standard. I'm never one to say it ain't, you know what I mean? Cause it definitely is. And I've even, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a participant of that. You know what I mean? When I was in the fields and shit like that, like, nah, you better not goddamn, you know what I mean? Do nothing. But I'm about to, you know what I mean? Do this. And I still love you though. Let's go get something to eat. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like,
God definitely set me up different. Cause I'm definitely not that girl at all. Like, I'm not that. It's 100% a respect factor. I've never knowingly got cheated on. That don't mean I haven't been cheated on, but I do know how I would be if I got cheated on, and my ego is not set up that way. But on my end, I
got cheated on. That shit was trash.
I do my best not to be a cheater. Yeah. So that's why I don't get in relationships very often. And I've said, like, I can't be with you because you don't have what it would take to keep me from cheating on you.
That's all.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's a bar.
That's a real statement. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's a bar. That's some cold shit. That's some pimp shit. You must have seen Superfly. You went to the movies and seen Superfly. That was hard.
Hey,
you don't have, baby, you don't have what it takes for me not to cheat on you. Can you dig it, baby? That's some cold shit. Can you dig it, baby? Come on. Come on. Can you dig it? Comb my hair. You know what I mean? That's hard.
Man. It just be like that though. Like I try to be straight up because like I said earlier in this conversation, like if I choose to get in, of course I've never been married, but if I choose to get in a relationship with you, it's because this is where I want to spend my time. Now I understand shit happens down the line. You know what I mean? But it's just like some people, mainly niggas, they go in knowing they gonna keep cheating. Like, they go into the shit knowing this is what they about to do.
It's crazy though, cause you get way more women like attracted to you when you're fucking got a girl.
Yeah.
It's like 100%. You have like, it's like your pheromones. I don't know, maybe it's the pheromone balance or some shit goes off with a woman. Like maybe she leaves her pheromones on you, but it's weird. I don't know what that attraction is in that particular realm of life.
Well,
but that shit is crazy.
Women are retarded in the way that they think, oh, he has a wife or he has a girlfriend or she has a wife or she has a girlfriend and that means they're faithful. So I want that. I want them. Like, but that's a total contradiction of what the reason you like them. You know what I mean? Like, women are, listen. And then don't let you be fucking with somebody that they don't like. They'll try to fuck with you just off that.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I used to get a whole lot of girls on some spiteful shit. Like, and girls ain't shit. They like, if you like fuck with their friend, they
ain't shit.
Yeah, they go like, if you fuck with their friend, like that shit turns them on for some reason. They want like something.
Oh no, I don't know about the friend shit because I don't know about that part.
You ain't never fucked no friends?
Not where it would have been a problem. I was just about to say too much. Yes, I have.
Okay.
However,
let's keep it real fast.
However, it's not a known. It wouldn't be a known thing. Like I've never fucked a friend, and the original individual I was fucking with know that I fucked their friend.
Gotcha.
But I ain't give a fuck about them anyway, so I wouldn't have cared.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, let me shut up on this podcast. If you're anybody listening out there,
give me one more chance and I fuck her again. Was it? Ho said it.
Hey, ho.
Fuck the friend. Give me one more chance and I fuck her again. Hell yeah. Shout out to Ho.
Yeah, but the thing about it is the motherfuckers that you fucking don't really be friends like that. They don't be friends like they say.
Yeah, nah, hell nah.
They wouldn't have fucked you.
Right, that's true.
I mean, like, but I've never preyed on a friend. I've been preyed on by friends. So.
Hey.
But sometimes shit happens.
Niggas get preyed on every day, B. You be alright. Tough,
day.
right?
Hey, nobody bodied the secret marriage like Hov and B, though.
Yeah, nah, that was hard. That was
Mad
hard.
people bodied the secret marriage. We didn't even know for like 4 years that they was actually fucking married and
right.
shit.
T.I. and Tiny did a good job.
We didn't know they was married?
Nah, they had got married on the low for a while. Like they was having kids and shit, so it was a little different though. They had kids and all that shit beforehand. So it was like a, you know what I mean? Like a common law marriage that developed in, but they ain't like publicized that shit until down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cardi said that she named her album Invasion of Privacy just for shit like this. People always in their business, like blah, 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 blah. Do you think celebrities have an unrealistic expectation of their privacy?
I mean, I don't know. I think cause you're still human and you remember what it was like to not be like in, you know what I mean? Like everywhere. So maybe you just want to like hold on to that facade of maybe potentially going back, but now it's pretty much over. So, but I mean, and again, they just human. So like, damn, you don't want motherfuckers all in your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You know what I mean? So like the human element is still going to override all that shit. So, I mean, yeah, maybe it is unrealistic because of the fact that that's how you got popping. Like you were social, like you in the mainstream, but shit, when you put your phone down and you be in the bed and shit, you feel like just running to the store right fast. You can't even run to the store right fast. That shit would be trash. I never wanted to be famous. I just wanted to be rich. I
just want to be rich.
Yeah.
I want to be just famous enough where I could just get some free shit, but not like I can't go nowhere, can't do nothing.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like I want people to be like, oh, that's fresh. and go about their business.
Like, oh, that's what's the name. He be with, what's the name?
That's what's the name from that TV show podcast with her and B Hill.
Yeah.
Like
that be on the what's the name? Yeah.
Manifest destiny out this bitch.
Shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like, you know, I think like I feel exactly that, but I also feel like this is the job description. This is what you wanted. You know what I mean? Like, we do shit that's in our job description that we don't necessarily like. And unfortunately, if you want people interested in you, they interested in all of you. And that's how you sell albums. And that's why your albums are number one and all that shit. So I get the human part, but my whole thing is like, and of course I'm not a celebrity, so I don't know, but it's just kind of like when you get them big ass checks, that's why.
I think it's a little different now though, cause like, the celebrity back then, you know, when we were growing up, you know, and even
had a mystique.
Yeah, it was a certain, you know what I mean? Like a certain reclusivity that they had that they could get low because their money was able, like they were able to do shit. Like they could still go out and shit. Obviously they can't go to the store and shit and do every normal thing that they used to do, but they were still able to like move about without everybody being on them. But now like everybody got a phone, so everybody a goddamn cameraman, you know what I mean? Everybody work for TMZ.
But then on the other side of that too, like, you posting everywhere you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you posting everything you doing and everywhere you are, and then you wonder how you got robbed. Right. Rich the Kid. You just posted your location. You know what I mean? Like
niggas broke out here. Niggas will tear your head off for a little
for
nothing.
Some low shit. You know what I mean? For a chain, fucking $100,000, if that chain, nigga gonna take your life for a chain, for a damn Louis Vuitton bag, or for, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit crazy. But how long we giving this? They seem real in love since they always seem like they was pretty into each other, but like you said, they young. And I don't think Offset is ready to deal with keeping his dick in his pants.
I don't know. Maybe a couple years. We'll see. Like
you got him on a couple years?
Yeah.
I give him like a year. Like I give him a year. It might be a year and a half before we find out.
Right.
But like you said, I just think they young. I think he got this new fame. He a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Cardi, she seemed like a loyal ass bitch. She was loyal to a nigga in jail that she only knew for a couple months before he got locked up. Like she that bitch. Like she the hood bitch. Like
super.
Like, so I think Cardi will put up with it maybe one or two more times. And then
now they got a baby though, so it's the game changes.
I mean, but he got babies with a lot of bitches.
Yeah, but still the game changes though. Like you still gonna have, like it's always gonna be some type of shit one way or another.
Listen, what I always tell people is, and other people will tell you this, kids, whatever, like, kids would rather y'all not be together if y'all unhappy. Because kids know when you fucking unhappy. Like, kids know that.
Yeah, shit. Ain't nobody worth your happiness. I said that several times.
For sure. But anyway, Cardi and Offset being secretly married is lit or shit.
Hey, shout out to them black. I love black love. Keep it lit.
Yeah. I think it's lit, only because I want to see how this drama unfolds. This is just entertainment for me. And of course I want them to be together, and I want him to keep his dick in his pants, and I want it to be black love, and I would love it if they could, symbolize that, because Lord knows this generation needs some of that. I'm rooting for him. Yeah. I don't see it, but I'm rooting for him. So this was a little interesting tidbit. So you know that Faith Evans and Jada Kiss is reportedly
I don't believe that
dating.
shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. Jada my nigga. Jada been solid the whole time he been out. And niggas ain't finna do. Niggas got tried to get Fab up out of here 30 years later. Now niggas trying to give.
Wait, you think niggas try to get Jada Kiss up out of here?
Yeah, man. Niggas trying to say my nigga with Faith, man. That nigga ain't with Faith, cuz.
They said they showed up at the Luke Cage premiere last week looking coupled up, taking pictures together.
Nah, Jada, you can't do that, man. Can't do that, bro.
Cause him and Biggie was real cool.
Yeah,
man.
you can't do that, nigga. Locks and Papa turning niggas into Jim Hoffa. Who gonna stop us? You can't fucking do that. You can't rap that and then be with this man's wife. Like, nah, bro. This nigga got kids, why and shit. Nah, that just mean he been fucking her the whole time.
Man, I don't know that. I don't feel like that. I think sometimes people just hang out and get the kicking in and maybe get to knowing each other. I hope it ain't true either.
Nah, you can't do that, blood. That's because violation.
That's kind of fucked up. And I don't, it do seem like whether it's true or false, it do seem kind of schemy. You know what I mean? Like this whole time you was looking at your man's
man.
Lady,
even
you know
20 some years later, like God bless the dead. I know plenty of my homeboys, I never do nothing with their baby mamas or none of that shit. That shit just be weird. I feel like the nigga was in the room with us or some weird shit. Like, I'm cool. That shit,
so like, God forbid something happened, you would rather, like, something happened to you, your wife and kids is head. Like, would you rather her have a whole new nigga or a nigga that you trust?
I don't want you fucking my ex-wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or my fucking widow. Nah, I don't want that. Like, not nobody I knew. I'd rather take my chance on somebody else. That way I can, if I don't like them, it wouldn't hurt me as bad as if I didn't like off the rip, I'm not gonna like a nigga like, nah, man, hell no. Nah, don't fuck with my wife after I pass. If you my nigga, you shouldn't do that. Like, I couldn't do that. Like, no, I can only go on my principles. I wouldn't do no shit like that.
You wouldn't do it?
Nah, I couldn't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Like, I got plenty of homeboys that in the past got, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my main niggas, like, a nigga that was, you know what I mean, very close to me, not like super duper like best friend, but he was my nigga, and like, his baby mama, I never, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. She would, it's just certain things are off limits, you know what I'm saying? I done fuck niggas baby mamas and shit, and you know what I mean, but they want my people and then. I would definitely not. No, I can't even fuck with. Like, that's just like if a nigga was. I couldn't even fuck with no nigga girl. Like, talking about like if she was your girl. Nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I couldn't. I like. It's kind of like, okay, if something happened to me and I needed like somebody, who would I trust? Like, I still rather it be somebody I don't know. I'd rather
him fuck Lil' Kim. Like, I would have been cool with that. Like, hit Kim, nigga. Don't fucking hit Faith, man. Like, fuck, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But she got seed by this nigga.
If Faith
named Chris Wallace,
fuck Jada. If Faith is actually fucking with Jada Kiss, it's not impossible that she smashed Pop.
Oh, she definitely fucked Pop. She definitely fucked Pop. Yo, like, I know if she fucked Jada, she definitely fucked Pop. Like, oh, Pop was the biggest rapper in the world at that time. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that was Pop. Like, Pop was Pop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hell yeah. And Big probably was cheating on her and shit. She probably done found out. She like, oh yeah, I'm finna fuck the shit out of this nigga one time, and then he gonna make a rap about the shit. And now she done fucking Jay to the middle. Fuck. The game is crazy.
I don't know. She was fucking with Stevie J for a hot minute. She obviously don't have good taste.
Yeah, she just be, man. Faith might be a bird too on the low.
She could definitely.
Who was the nigga she was sniffing powder with in Atlanta? It was another nigga she used to sniff powder with in Atlanta and shit.
Damn. Allegedly, we don't know.
She got arrested for it. She was high. Remember that shit? You don't remember that shit? Mad long ago. That shit was like.
That's not ringing a bell.
12 years ago. It was a nigga like Faith. Yeah, hell yeah. It was a nigga that.
12 years ago. That's when I never knew.
Some powder down the street from me. Like, yeah, she was out there. What's your Zodiac sign? Powder. I sniff powder. What's your Zodiac sign? Cocaine. Shit, I'm trying to get the date. Hold on. I'm trying to,
nigga trying to find out where motherfucking Faith was sniffing 2009. In Atlanta. Tuesday.
Friend turned rival Tupac Shakur. Evans finally speaks out. She was in Hapeville, Georgia, on marijuana and cocaine in the car.
That's my job. Near the airport.
Damn, I never even heard of Hapeville. Yeah, she was goddamn.
It's small. It's right by the airport. It's right near Camp Creek and all that.
Excuse me. Yeah, her fucking, he was arrested with her husband and shit. Faith been partner.
Oh yeah, she did get married after Big Apple.
Yeah, manager and producer Todd Russo. Sound like a nigga that get high.
So Faith fucking with Jada Kiss is literally.
Nah, man, that shit trash. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, I'm not with it.
I
hope that is not
Bad
true.
for business.
You know what I'm saying? I hope that is not true. Jada, I hope that is not true.
Yeah, you two got them 100, man. Jada always doing some A1 solid shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't do that, bro.
Yeah, especially to be all showing up, keying with
Yeah,
it.
and then you got the new hairline and shit. Like, you know what I
mean? New hairline, who did?
Yeah, and they got the you know what I mean? You can't do that, bro. Like, nah.
Oh, man.
Montega Jada?
So that shit.
Disappointing.
Yeah, man. So, Terry Crews versus 50 Cent. So as you know, Terry Crews joined the Me Too movement after executive Anna Vidic, sexually harassed him by grabbing his dick. Well, your favorite dipshit 50 Cent is facing some backlash for his recent IG comments. 50 posted, 2 photos of Crews on his Instagram, one showing him, with no shirt on saying, "I got raped and my wife watched," over his chest. And then he posted another picture of Terry Crews, with a rose in his mouth. And then it said gym time. And then like his caption was like, "What the fuck is going on out here, man?" He's talking about Terry talking about he froze in fear. They would have had to take me to jail. And then he put his infamous, IG tagline, "Get the strap." The internet, was not too thrilled, and 50 is facing a little bit of backlash for that. And they started a petition for this nigga to get off power. That ain't happening, but they started the petition, and he's been having a couple issues with his numerous endorsements, cause 50 also has a lot of endorsements. Do you feel 50 being sensitive, or like 50
hell
just
no, he being
50?
50, man. Fuck man, you 7 feet. You big ass muscle bound ass nigga, man. Fuck out of here, man. You shouldn't let that nigga touch you, man. You should have beat that nigga the fuck up. Fuck wrong with you? Now you all goddamn, woe is me, save, man. Fuck that shit. Nigga, you 6'7", 317 pounds of fucking sheer muscle, and you letting a little 5'6" white boy grab your meat. Man, push that nigga off.
I'm with Terry Crews. I feel like 50 is being a dipshit and an asshole as he's been for at least the past 2 years on Instagram, but he's always been this person. But it seemed like he just turned it up like recently. Like I wasn't a fan of him posting that Tierra Marie shit where her video got put up there. I don't like the shit that he posted about his own fucking son. I feel like I don't like 50 Cent. Like I don't like 50 Cent, and I think that this pressure, I think that it's actually courageous of Terry Crews to speak up, because I feel like this pressure for men to be, it's like men allow men to be like Young Thug, but then they talk shit about a nigga like Terry Crews like he a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy to me, and I feel like the pressure for men to be super masculine and macho and can't express their feelings is problematic, and I think it's toxic. Like, this man was violated, and the headline would have been totally different if Terry Crews beat the shit out this white guy, this white executive. Terry Crews would probably be in jail right now for the same reasons you said. You a big ass nigga. You muscular. Like, it wouldn't have been no, "Oh, he touched me and I beat the shit out of him." It would have been big black actor thug beats the shit out of white executive. And I feel like that's fucked up for 50 to be preying on somebody that's a victim, because most niggas would just be all fucked up and never talk to nobody about it and never seen nobody about it and just been mentally fucked up. Like, I don't understand that. Like, why do y'all pressure men to keep they shit in, and if they express they shit like they pussy and shit?
I mean,
like,
I'm not discounting his claims of being sexually assaulted, right? I'm not. But as a man, I don't give a fuck what the fuck happens. Ain't no white man, any man coming to me to grab my fucking dick. I'm sorry. Like, without it being an issue. Like, granted, I'm not fucking Terry Crews, and I'm not an actor, and I don't feed my family on that. But Respect is a respect factor. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I got you.
Nobody's coming to, like, I guarantee you nobody's gonna walk up to my wife and fucking grab her titties, and nobody's gonna walk up and grab my dick. I'm not, like, without it being some repercussions. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not just gonna be like,
just cause he didn't wild out on the nigga.
I mean, nah.
Because Terry Crews could easily beat the shit out this nigga. Terry Crews know that.
You gotta
we
get
know
that nigga off you. So you just gonna let the nigga touch you? Like, that's my thing. Like,
I don't think he just let the nigga like rub his dick.
But you gotta let him know that he shouldn't be doing
like,
that. Like, straight up, you were violated. Like, that shit is self-defense. You can argue self-defense all day long. Cause that's, I mean, now you going, I don't know.
But you act like this ain't America. Like, this headline ain't the way you gonna make it.
But at the same time, this is a man. Like, I'm not, nigga, nobody's gonna be walking up on me grabbing my fucking dick. I don't give a fuck. That nigga could have been Terry Crews grabbing my dick. Nigga, nah, what the fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. So just because Terry Crews didn't choose that route, he deserves.
I mean, he don't. Yeah, I don't agree with that. But that's 50 though. 50 do mad asshole shit. Like, I mean, as far as getting petitions and all that other shit, that shit is weird. Why do he keep
getting a pass for being an asshole? Like,
it's plenty of people that get passes that are assholes.
We get rid of other people quicker.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I mean, he provides. I think everybody knows he's like, people enjoy that shit.
Like I said, I think that is brave of him to come out because he could have.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to that, but
that
nigga crazy. I ain't no goddamn way. Nigga ain't grabbing my dick. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but something happened. Your motherfucking son, like, yo, somebody touched me. I chose not to do this. Like, you're not about to be like cussing your son out because he didn't fucking beat the shit out of somebody.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask him, what did you do when he did that? And if he tells me, I don't, like, if he's 5 or 6 years old, yeah. But if he's a fucking
grown man,
nah, nigga, what the fuck I ain't raised you to let no nigga touch you like that. Like, the fuck, are you gay? Like, did you enjoy it? Cause if you enjoy
are you gay?
Yeah, like, cause that's the only, like, I'm not, nobody's violating my personal space to that point. Like, you might as well let a nigga spit in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's super disrespectful. Like, if you feel the fucking moxie and the balls enough to grab my goddamn dick, you have to know that either one, you must think that I enjoy it. 2, like, you have to know that there's going to be a repercussion. Like, nigga, I'm not just like, what gives you the impression that you could just grab my dick? Like, what, if I were to walk up to you right now and grab your titties, or like, are you just like, nah, nigga, we got the goddamn, fuck that shit. That shit is mad disrespect. You might as well spit on me. Like, straight up.
I feel what you're saying, and I feel like a majority of people, not even just men, I feel like majority of people would have handled it the way that you would handle it. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, we don't know what it's like that this is the way that we feed our family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
my boss right now, my director at my job, come up to me and grab my dick. Nah. Like, I'm going to probably punch him in his fucking face. Then I'm going to go to HR. Like, hey, HR, this motherfucker just grabbed my dick.
Okay, so then when you talking about this man, this white man at this level and you at your level, who do you think, they don't have no videotape, who do you think they going to believe? Because he going to present a totally different story than the story that you presenting.
Man, shit, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just
listen. I work in compliance and ethics, and I've definitely seen situations where you got this top executive and it ain't no way to prove that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what you did was the criminal charge that they got bruises or they got something where they can show this is what you did. And like I said, I feel you with the way you're saying you're handling it. You would handle it, but I don't think that we need to knock this man for not throwing his whole fucking career out the window.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not discounting what he did.
Because this was a power situation.
I'm not but even still, like he can get blackballed for this too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Like, now, like, motherfuckers ain't gonna want to fuck with him on the strength for that. Like, so he kind of in a catch-22.
Nah, I feel like if you a nigga and you ain't fucking with this nigga because he said another man touched him.
I'm not.
You a nigga that wanted to touch that nigga too. Like, so he probably don't.
But it's just be weird because everything he does is now this. Like, it's a sounding board for everything. Like, he was on the Breakfast Club promoting some movie that they got with him and Omari Hardwick, and this nigga took over the fucking shit to talk about this. Like, it's like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like, now, I mean, I don't know. It's just. I
think that some men gotta speak up. Like,
but every place that you go, that's it. Like, oh, like
that's what they gonna ask him though. Those are the questions they
This nigga
ask
went
him.
in though. Like he was like, I want to talk about that. Let me, and just start going off. You know what I'm saying?
Probably because he tired of niggas like 50 and other niggas who is fucking OD,
but everywhere
fucking with
goes,
him about his decision.
This nigga on The View, this nigga's like, he's doing a media fucking
So
press
if
junket.
it was a woman, would you feel the same way?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I mean, it's just, I don't know. I guess
don't know. I'm just not about victim shaming. If somebody want to speak their truth, you speak your fucking truth.
Yeah,
and you can talk about your truth all day long as it's the truth. And I give more power to him just because he is a big ass black man. The other big ass black men gonna say, oh, you're a pussy, you're this, you're that, because you told of an incident that happened to you. And yes, you could have beat the shit out of him.
You didn't have to beat the shit out of him. You could just punch him in his fucking face.
It don't matter. One punch or 15 punches, it's the same thing. You talking about a white man of privilege and a big ass black man. Like if you can't feel that, I don't know.
I mean, I think you're taking me wrong. Like, I can understand that, but at the same time, like, the manhood in you should not allow. I just couldn't personally allow a nigga to grab my dick. That's sort of, I'm just speaking from a first person point of view, and that's how I'm rocking. So we can move on, I guess.
Right. But like I said, even though we both probably would have handled it a different way, you can't victim shame somebody.
I ain't victim shaming, but I just don't agree with how he handled it.
I'm just saying the general you, the yous, the 50s, the whoever else is kind of victim shaming this man because he didn't choose the route that you chose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's kind of fucked up, and that's what make people don't speak out. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of other probably men and young boys that hopefully get a little bit of strength from this big ass black dude speaking out about what happened to him, because we hold in shit too much, and that's how shit ends up happening. But, 50 Cent, and his way he wanted to handle this is that litter shit.
It's 50. I fuck with it. It was entertaining to me. The shit was funny.
Man, I'm giving it shit, and I feel like I want 50 to pay for the shit that he say. I don't fuck with him. I don't like shit he stand for. Like, none of that shit. And you too famous and too rich to have this much time on your hands. Like, that shit is bullshit. So I'm definitely giving it a shit. Last but not least, rest in peace, Joe Jackson died the other day. He was 89 years old, and he passed away of cancer. There were some RIPs and condolences and things like that on social media. I noticed that there was not the outcry and the outrage and the upset that most celebrities get. We kind of talked about this a little bit with the ex-Tentacion situation, where it was just like all of these people coming out the woodworks. But with this Joe Jackson thing, it was kind of a mild thing. I didn't see a whole lot of people, upset about his passing, and probably because of his past. But, what actually came to the forefront was, Bette Midler, who is 72 years old. And she tweeted actually, Joe Jackson is DEAD and hallelujah, a monster who ate his own children, like in a Grecian myth. I hated every minute he was alive. All times are strange, but this is really beyond the pale. With Quincy Jones like the way in, always interested. Man, she did not give a fuck. Like this man just died. And should people have that, should people have respect when somebody die, or should they keep their same energy they always had?
Nah, you ain't got the goddamn, I've never heard her, denounce that man like that in public. Not that I'd be checking for fucking Bette Midler, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that shit I didn't know she said that. So I don't know, but I would imagine that she didn't, buck before like that. So fuck that shit. I mean, he's still got several children out this motherfucker. Like, you talking about somebody daddy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, nah, bitch, if that was my daddy, you suck my dick. Fuck wrong with you? Fuck you think you talking to? or about. You know what I mean? Like, it's my fucking daddy. Like, if I, like, you ain't finna talk about him. Like, but you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean suffocated his children? Oh, you mean made stars. Got you. The biggest star in the world. Secondly, one of the greatest, the second biggest women stars of all time. Fucking Janet Jackson, Jackson 5. Like, my kids live in infamy for the rest of their lives because of the suffocation that you claim. Fuck out of here, bitch. Ain't none of them went to jail. Ain't none of them, all of my grandkids is good. Like, fuck out of here. My family, nah, fuck that bitch. Fuck her.
Well, I don't think I have the love and admiration that you do for Joe Jackson, but I definitely don't have the love and admiration for what Bette Midler, tweeted. I definitely feel like, you know, if you happy he dead, I'm not saying you can't have that energy. But what I'm saying is, like, maybe you should just keep it to yourself or keep it a little bit low. I think this tweet was a little bit much. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Joe Jackson did have a reputation for beating his kids and making all of them strange. And yes, they are, famous, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? And they are, superstars and all of that. I personally, you know, I think that it was a little bit different the way that he chose to raise his kids, but I don't know about, you know, you just tweeting, yay, this motherfucker dead. Like, that just seemed like a little bit much to me. You know what I'm saying? That seemed like a whole lot. And I'm definitely not with the switching up just because a person died. If I didn't like you alive, I don't like you dead. Like, it just don't matter. Like, if I didn't like you to that level, you know what I mean? Like, it should be far and few in between people that you just happy that they did. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what she had going on with this dude, or, you know, if she had a relationship with Mike or Janet or one of the other kids where they told her like some details that we don't know, or whatever the case may be. But like, this little parade just, you know, it just seemed like a little bit much. Cause like you say, he do have kids and grandkids and people who loved him and all of that. And, you know, this man freshly deceased. And, you know, that was a little bit much for me. But would we have like the same energy if it was like 45 or Zimmerman died or something like that?
Well, he's not any one of those people. Those people are fucking.
I'm asking a different question. I'm asking if it was 45 or Zimmerman. Like, I'm just saying, like, when people die, do you keep the same energy?
Yeah.
Or do you change that up? Yeah. I'm switching the topic a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely would keep the same energy because those people are deplorable people. You know what I mean? Like, but he wasn't a deplorable person. Outside of the claims that he, you know.
We don't know what she know though.
What does she know?
I mean, like I said, we don't know what she knows.
She shouldn't hate.
She gotta know some shit for her to be this hype, this nigga there. I don't know. I just felt like, I don't feel like she shouldn't feel like that. I just feel like she probably shouldn't have tweeted it. And cause I don't know what this man did. And, you know what I'm saying? If, like I said, if it was 45 or Zimmerman or somebody like that, I can't necessarily say I'm just bringing up people we know we don't like. You know what I'm saying? This might be a person that she don't like. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just felt like it was just a little fucked up but if it was somebody, like I said, or 45 or Zimmerman, I don't think I would care about their kids or grandkids. Like, I really don't think I would, but I don't know. People.
Yeah, I mean, nah, I guess I wouldn't. But I mean, even still, I mean, I don't really be wishing death on niggas and shit just cause that shit or not wishing death, but like, I don't parade niggas death like, oh, ring wrong, the witch is dead, whatever the fuck that shit is. Like, I've never been to that point. Like, I've never hated somebody I've never let somebody, cause that shit seems like it takes a lot of energy out of you. So I never really wished or like celebrated when somebody was dead just cause I know like that shit is eternal. And you know what I mean?
I think that there are certain people that, if they died, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, but like celebrating is different though, right?
But I don't know, because I feel like, you know, with certain people, it ain't gonna keep saying it only cause my phones might be tapped. But if certain people, I feel like in certain situations, if a certain person died, it would be best for the world. And
I mean, I agree with that too. But I've never hated a person to the point where I celebrated their death. That's just me. Like, I don't know if I could say that I was
I don't think I've ever celebrated anybody's death. I don't think I known anybody where I was happy that they died.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying in future tense, if we talking about certain people, I don't think I would necessarily.
Yeah, I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. But I wouldn't
probably go have drinks or something.
I don't even know if I do that. Like, not on the strength of that. Like, let's go. You want to go have a drink to this nigga dying? That shit just seems weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe we can go have a drink and talk about it. But like, I'm
like, humanity is restored. Pour up, my nigga. Like.
But at the same time, like, I don't know. Man. Like, that still seems like celebrating somebody's death, and like outside of like it being like, because technically, per the Bible, you're supposed to celebrate people's deaths. You're supposed to celebrate because technically they're supposed to be going to heaven and all that other shit. But or wherever, you know what I mean? They're making their ascension to whatever, like, good place it is, because you obviously want to keep the positive light on people as much as you can. But obviously people like 45 and different people like that, they don't necessarily have like a negative spirit. So, but I don't know if I still would even celebrate death, because it's just like, I mean, for that reason, I don't know. It's just, it seems kind of weird. But I mean, they do it. That's what second lines are. When people die in New Orleans and shit, they do second lines and shit. And it's a celebration, because that's technically what you're supposed to do per the Bible. But, I don't know. It just seems weird. Like, cause funerals and shit be sad. Like, I guess I have celebrated death in the sense of like, not like I'm happy that they're gone, but like we just celebrated their life. So I think it's more so celebrating life. It's
a different celebrating somebody's life. Absolutely. And that's what funerals are supposed to be, a celebration of a person's life, not necessarily their death. But we're specifically talking about this person died and you're happy that they die. And that's what her thing is here. And I definitely thought that was shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I just feel like, he wasn't a well-liked person, but he definitely got kids and grandkids out here. So little shit.
Oh, I agree with you.
So yeah, that is, lit or shit. We need to get into our listener letters. Ain't shit in 2 cents.
Yeah.
You ready for this week's? You ready? You ready?
That's good. Who's naked?
People
Somebody
always
naked?
feel like we can fix their relationship.
Is anybody naked in there?
No.
Oh man.
Nobody's naked this episode, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get somebody naked eventually.
We had somebody kind of naked last time, a little naked. Shout out to Little Naked. We out here the other episode. Came out a little late, but Little Naked. Little bitty naked. What's up with you? Hope you're doing all right.
So y'all know, Ain't Shit in 2 Cents is our listener letter segment where we give advice to listeners who clearly, don't care about taking advice from people who drink a lot and who has been on tequila and Blue Moon Ultra Butter Supreme.
On that liquor.
Beer.
Oh, so heavy. Before you go.
And,
can you nick me?
So our letter today is from Be the Baddie.
Be the Baddie.
And Be the Baddie.
That's gotta be an Instagram name or some shit. I'm about to go look that up.
Probably.
Be the Baddie.
Be the Baddie. And she spell it B-E-Y like Beyonce. The Baddie.
Let's see what I can find out. I'm listening.
And hi Fresh, hi Be Hill.
Hey boo.
I do not like my girlfriend's friends. They are rude, obnoxious, and constantly telling my girlfriend about other girls who express interest in her. I know that part because I have the passcode to her phone. Don't judge me. My girlfriend is the only one out of her. My girlfriend is the only one out of the crew that's in a relationship, and I feel they are jealous. They never want us to have date night, and they are constantly at her crib when we are trying to have alone time. We have only been together 7 months, and I'm about to say it's either me or your friends. What should I do, y'all? And that is from Be the Baddie.
Be the Baddie. I tried to find your Instagram, so what's your real shit? Send your shit your real fucking name, to see if you actually bad, cause that's a pretty high standard you're setting for yourself.
You don't think she might be baddie?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope she is.
You think she might be?
I mean, I know we got some cute listeners.
Mediocre.
I'm pretty sure we got shit. No, she fine. We ain't even gonna do it like that. She fine. We got fine
and
listeners.
She listen to this show. She fine.
Yeah, she bad. She a baddie. I guess that's why she calls us.
I love all y'all.
Love all y'all. Good question. I would just pose it to her like, hey, look, man. Like, I don't like your friends. Just tell us flat out, like, I don't like your friends and I don't really fuck with them. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you should give her an ultimatum unless like you really just feel that strongly about the situation. But I think you should just address it like, hey, I ain't really feeling that funky shit that y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? I know them hoes is against me. And if like, I guess you may have to draw a line in the sand, but I mean, it's going to be kind of hard because that puts a person in a precarious position because of that same reason. But I would address it like, I don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know if you necessarily have to you might just need to distance yourself. Like, when they around, I ain't going to be around. And when I'm around, they don't need to be around. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you should break up necessarily. I don't think it's that serious unless it really is. And if y'all like can't stand each other or some shit, but just separate the two. Like, if y'all don't necessarily have to be around each other, I would do that. Like, draw a line in the sand. Like, when it's me and you, it's me and you. I ain't finna fuck with none of them. And when y'all have y'all time, y'all can do your thing. Just don't do no stupid shit that would piss me off. And we good. So, boom. There you go. Live your life.
I think that, I think that first and foremost, y'all been together 7 months.
Yeah.
And you already going in her phone. So
yeah, that's trash.
I don't know what you bring to the table
good
here.
Point.
Like, do the friends have a reason not to really like you like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you that crazy girl?
I definitely have to dislike some girls that I'd be like, bro, that bitch crazy as hell. She all in her phone
facts.
and shit. So yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Facts.
Don't beat it.
You
Don't go through no fucking phone. Stop going through phones. Why the fuck didn't I say that from the beginning?
If you gotta go through a person's phone, then it might be some other things.
My real
like,
nigga shit didn't go off. Don't
there.
go through my phone. If you ain't paying that bill, if you ain't goddamn, if your thumbprint ain't the same as that person's, don't go through their fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go through their phone unless you paying that bill. If it's your phone, then you can goddamn go through it. But if it ain't your phone, don't go through that fucking phone. What you gonna find out is what you gonna find. Yeah, I apologize to all the real niggas that listen to this podcast. I did not fucking address that shit from the door. Stop going through that person's phone, woman or man. I don't know who that is. Yeah.
It's her girlfriend. So
yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I think that you need to stop going through her phone because you already being worrisome. You know what I'm saying? But is she a person that you feel like you gotta go through her phone? Then here's my thing. Ladies, gentlemen, whatever. Don't go through nobody's phone unless you willing to execute on whatever you find.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go through the phone just so you can be pissed off.
Right.
You need to already have in your mind, if I go through this phone and I find X, Y, and Z, I'm leaving. Yeah. I'm this, I'm that. Don't go through the phone just to worry yourself and be worrisome and put strain on the relationship and y'all still together.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Like, all the way facts.
You know what I'm saying? with the friends outside of that, like, I'm with B Hill, like, you just kind of need to address it with your girl. Like, I don't really get the vibes that I want from them because some people just don't mesh. You know what I'm saying? True. And you know what I'm saying? I think that is crazy that on your girl that you not putting the responsibility on her that.
Yeah,
so
she's supposed
I'm
to
coming to your crib
too.
to hang out with you. Like, why is your friends here? Like, do you need to have your friends here? Like, you can't say no to your friends. Like,
right.
You know, whatever. Cause it sounded like you said you going to her crib. So if you know I'm coming over, why is your friends coming over too? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think you just need to say something about it and then, you know, kind of take it from there. Cause, you know, maybe she don't know. Maybe she think you like her friends. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe she think maybe you don't really fuck with them, but you still don't mind them being around. And she might feel like she got the best of both worlds right now. She got her girl around and she got her crew around. So, you know what I'm saying? You never know. But, you know, the opposite of that, she could be a person that damn just want to be up under you 24/7, 365. And I don't know, you might like that shit too, but you know what I'm saying? That shit get annoying too.
Shit, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Just have a conversation with her, man. Like, and let her know what's up. But I don't think the ultimatum, especially right now, is the way to go, because if I only been fucking with you for 7 months, I'm gonna be like, all right, I picked them.
Right, like
they been around longer than 7 months.
What Gucci Man say? Miss one, next 15, one coming. God damn it. Yeah.
And that's the quote of the day.
Miss one, that was some hard shit. Southern rap is amazing. You got some of the best bars in the world.
It really is. So, let us know. Let us know what you do. Like we said, we need some follow-up letters.
Yeah, man.
We doing pretty good with getting
Shit,
letters.
We appreciate all y'all though,
basis.
for real.
And keep writing us because we like this. But yeah, you know, if y'all want some advice, write into the Ain't Shit Show, and that's the Ain't Shit Show at gmail.com, and that's the X where the I will be.
Yeah.
And your letter may get read on the air.
Yeah. Be naked in there. Get naked in there one time for a real nigga. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Ain't Shit Show. I've been just sitting here naked on my couch. I was trying to figure out why my door won't lock. Some random ass shit.
Stupid as fuck, yeah. Oh man. Let's get into some free smoke.
The freest of the free smoke.
So today's free smoke, we talked about, when y'all listening to this, it will be 4th of July or 4th of July weekend, whenever you listen to this podcast. Shout out to everybody who listens as soon as this bitch drops.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Who wait for us. Shout out to the people who, cuss me out about no show being out there, and shout out to the people who were super nice saying, hey, what's going on? I didn't see a show for last week.
We appreciate you. We apologize again. I had, you know, the Bible, my fucking laptop, it was the first laptop ever. It was as big as the original Bible. That shit is like a stone tablet. So I got this new fire shit though, you know what I mean? Like my shit goddamn nasty, you know what I mean?
It's back when you had to put when personal PCs, you had to load that bitch on the
that
roof
shit had a floppy disk, big dog. Like, you know what I mean? That shit was fucking prehistoric. That shit was like a Jordan 1. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Now that you're talking about memory, so what we're going to do today is go down memory lane.
Back down memory
and just talk
lane.
About, you know what I'm saying? Talk about the 4th of July and our memories for like 4th of July and just like 4th of July, but like the summer and family get-togethers, like, and shit like that. Like, did your family have like 4th of July cookouts and shit?
Nah, I ain't really got no big family like talking about. Like, I got a big family that ain't close at all. You know what I'm saying? So no, we really didn't. You know what I mean? Like, my mama's only child, and my real dad, he live in Louisiana and shit. I got like a whole big ass family over there that I didn't meet till I was like 23. So I missed all that, like, you know what I mean? Summertime and all that shit. Cause my daddy won't worth a fuck. You know what I mean? But, so no, I didn't have, but I mean, like, I still like.
But y'all did like cookouts and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, we
like
always,
you know
what I mean? Yeah. We had some shit, you know what I mean? But like family reunions and shit, nah, I never really I had like one family reunion one time in my life. Yeah, I don't got no big family.
And there's a lot of family reunions around 4th of July. They plan them shits like around 4th of July.
My people's got something going down. Shout out to, my brothers and them.
So like when you went to like, so my family, we definitely did summertime, like when my dad was alive, you know, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Pop.
Rest in peace, Big Fresh.
When my dad, he would have went by that name too, because that nigga swore he was fresh as fuck. But, one of is very funny because one of the last pictures that I have of him, he has on a all Burberry outfit, hat, shirt, shorts, like the whole Burberry print.
I thought he was in 2001 for real. Thought he was killing it.
What? And all they friendship groups be like, yo, you don't like Willie be fresh as fuck. Like, I'm like, Lord, Pop, like, you know what I'm saying? But you couldn't tell him that he was not fresh. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, my family, my dad was like the king of everybody, let's get together. And that's like one of the main things that I miss about him, because he was that person that always got everybody together. Like, he loved to cook and shit like that. So it'll be nothing for him to be like, yo, everybody, we going up Anacostia Park. Like, for y'all from DC or know about DC, Anacostia
That's what
River
the dude arm coming out the water at?
Nah, you talking about Haynes Point, but now they moved it over to the National Harbor, but it used to be Haynes Point. I know what you're talking about.
See.
But Anacostia Park over in Southeast and shit. But we'll go to any park, like we might go to the beach, we might go whatever. But my father is literally the person that'll be like, call everybody the day before, like, yo, we try and go to the beach tomorrow. Everybody just bring something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had that. So we always had like get-togethers. And after my dad was killed or passed away or whatever, like, they definitely slowed down. But I don't know if it was last podcast or the podcast before that where you were shocked because I said I lived in Milwaukee or whatever.
Oh yeah, this nigga was from Cookout and shit. Goddamn Cookout.
Oh,
forgot about that.
Like, I remember being super young, like, and going to, on my dad's side, like, my dad had like 7 sisters and brothers and shit. So they had like a big ass family and shit. But they would always have like barbecues and shit. Like, I remember that shit. So that shit was always lit. When you go to a family function, like a cookout or 4th of July or whatever y'all celebrating, like, do you got an outfit together, or are you just like,
oh yeah, well shit, like
whatever?
one of my, like, more recently, like in the past, well, it's been a couple of years, but my homeboy, shout out my nigga LP, like he live in Durham and shit, and what we would do is he would like shut the whole block down and shit. He had a nice little neighborhood, but it was all black people predominantly and shit. So we would go to the south of the border and get cause in North Carolina, you can't have like the fireworks that South Carolina got. So we would drive to South Carolina and shit.
South of the border was lit.
Literally.
It's still lit. I go every now and then when I go that way.
Yeah, literally with fireworks and all type of shit. So we would go and get $400-$500 worth of fireworks and be fucking them shits up. You know what I mean? Like, cause they got the real fireworks, like the mortars and shit like that. So I remember one
them M80.
Yeah. So it was one,
dynamite.
it was one of the last ones I went to. This shit was awesome. Like, it was one of the best times ever. Like, for me personally, right? So long story less long, I had took some edibles. My old lady can bake like from scratch, right? Like super duper good. So I had took some edibles. And this is before this was like, you know, black people smoke weed. We didn't really eat no weed and shit. You know what I mean? And I had got the weed. I had got some Kush butter from one of my homeboys, like a half a pound of that shit, which yielded like 50 or 60 cookies, right? So my old lady made some chocolate chip toffee cookies, right? I had took one time. I had to drive from Raleigh to Durham, which is about 45 minutes and shit. I had took one. I think I told the story if I'm mistaken, but long story short, I had took one. I had took it to the whole party, and the whole party was fucked up. It was like 50 cookies. And you know how women, like, first off rip, the women was on them shits, like, cause they just was like piping hot. This bag was coming off, the steam was coming out the bag and shit, like, cause they was fresh out the oven. Man, motherfuckers that took them shits about 20, 30 minutes later, motherfuckers was in that bitch high as a motherfucker. And that shit was the funniest shit. Like, the whole party was just like, it wasn't no fun. Like, nobody was ever, it was the most mellow. Like, everybody just zoning, wasn't nobody talking to each other. Everybody was goddamn just in their own little shit. And my homeboy who didn't take it, that nigga was like, man, he was like, Brandon, don't bring them shits around here no more, man. You done fucked them a goddamn party. You done fucked my party up. Niggas was staring off into space with my one homegirl. She done had a panic attack. She done called the ambulance.
You still
that shit is funny as shit, yo. That was a great time. And then we shot off fireworks, and some of them shits was duds and shit. So them shits was like going maybe like 10, 20 feet in the air and shit. Almost blew a nigga head off and shit. That shit was a wild day. That was a wild time. We had some good times.
Look, but I'm gonna tell you what's the funniest part about that whole thing. I asked you, did you have an outfit?
Oh yeah, I had an outfit. Yeah, I remember what I had on. That's why it's funny, cause I remember what I had on.
Tangent time. We went on a tangent.
Yeah, I had some fatigue shorts on and shit, and I had like I had a polo shirt on, and I had the white Seaman 4s cause they had just came out of shit. I remember that shit cause my little boy had them shits and everything. Cause it was like, they were like, my kids was maybe 1.5 and shit, and we kind of like went matching, but we didn't. He had like a different type of shirt, but he still had the 4s on the shit. My little girl had on some other J's, but I remember that. So hell yeah, we was matching like a motherfucker in that bitch.
Like I remember, so most of the time up until like recently, like I always had like 4th of July like outfit.
Oh, red,
like
white,
that.
and blue
like,
shit.
And most of the time it got some red, white, and blue in it, or like I did like black and white, but it was still like flag shit and shit. You know, I'm upset with the country and shit now, but you know what I'm saying? Like I remember this one outfit I had, and it was a long time ago. I think I was like maybe college or some shit like that. But I had like some fresh ass forces, some white forces, low forces, white jumps.
And pills and Percocets.
I need to get.
I know. My man had some on the other day. He came around the corner. I said, God damn, them bitches hard.
Yeah, them
shits. They had no white ones.
I feel like
so
white
long.
forces never get old.
Nah.
I need a high top pair and I need a low pair.
Yeah.
No mids.
Nah,
but I
mids
definitely
is weird.
need a
Mids is for the
all
weirdos.
white. Hey, I did mids for the time when mids was popping.
I had a few mids. I was never a huge, I had a few mids, but I was always a highs or a lows kind of guy. Like I've always been like that. I had a few mids in my day, but more so than not.
I got rid of all my mids.
Yeah.
I got rid of all my mids, but I had on the white forces and I had motherfucking
Them and some shell toes is classic.
The pajama pants, flag pajama pants.
Oh, this nigga was feeling, yeah.
I had those shits in a white tee, and I think we went out, like we went to the club and shit. You could say,
yo, I don't went to the club with some polo pajama pants. Those shits was hard as fuck. I was in there, I had some white shell toes and shit. I remember that shit. I had a white polo t-shirt and some white, they were red and they were all red with the yellow polo man, like some Hulk Hogan shit. Them shits was hard though.
All right, so look, you got your outfit on, right? You got your outfit on. You get to the cookout or whatever. Something is gonna get messed up. So your outfit, something got messed up. Or your outfit. What usually happens?
My shirt. I usually get shit on my shirt, man. I'm good for getting some shit on my shirt. Like, I always get some shit on my shirt. Like, always, nigga. That's why I used to wear so many white tees, cause I used to be like, cause especially in the summer.
Throw them shits away.
Yeah, cause I don't like really wearing clothes.
Yeah, I used to throw away tees.
Yeah, I used to throw away white tees. Man, I used to buy so many white tees, yo, like from Dr. J's. Niggas from Raleigh know what time it is right there on Capitol and shit. Dr. Styles, actually, excuse me. George and them niggas, I go in that motherfucking
Fashion Avenue.
Yeah. I ain't really like their tees. Like, I like the tees, like the individual tees in the bag. Like, it's a specific tee that you had to get, like the white tees and shit, black tees.
And you definitely had tall tees too.
Yeah, hell yeah, nigga. Fuck
you
yeah.
definitely
nigga,
had
I was
tall
goddamn, I was a franchise boy.
And you tall and had
I was
tall
a franchise
tees
boy.
that came to your knees.
Nigga, I was a franchise boy. Nigga, I was, in my white tee. Niggas heard that song, like, oh, I'm about to get all the goddamn 7 inches. I used to be in Atlanta too. During that time, that shit was a great time, boy. Like, that snap music area and that crunk music area, I was in Atlanta a lot. That shit ain't shit like that. I don't give a fuck. That was one of the best eras of life.
What it is.
Matter of fact.
What's up?
Yeah, it's great.
That shit, the first time I heard
Lil Jon
that
is
shit,
amazing.
I was in Atlanta.
We have to celebrate Lil Jon, cause Lil Jon, especially for niggas that's 35, 36, 37, Lil Jon is a staple in our lives. Like, if you go back and listen to a Lil Jon mix
Lil
right
Jon
now.
Had an era.
Like, if you listen to a Lil Jon mix, you be like, God damn, boy, that shit, like, you just gonna feel good about, like, it's violent as fuck. A lot of that music violent as shit. Like, God damn, this shit was wild. Like, I listened to it at my homegirl crib not too long ago. I'm like, yo, this shit used to have me turn. I done got in a lot of fights all Lil Jon. But I also had some good goddamn times on Lil Jon too. You know what I mean?
Lil Jon definitely had a run.
Crazy run.
Lil Jon currently has a song with him and 2 Chainz and somebody else called Alive, and that shit go in.
Never heard it.
I only hear DJs play. I've never heard it on the radio. But I've heard DJs play it and that shit go in. So if you got Spotify, whatever your Tidal, Apple, whatever your streaming service is, look up Alive by 2 Chainz and Lil Jon. That shit go in.
I believe it.
But it's so funny because I either got some ketchup or mustard on my motherfucking shirt.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm notorious.
I either got scuff or mud on my shoe. And it's like, you going to the park or you going somewhere with some grass or some shit like that. Like,
oh yeah.
But you still gonna wear these fresh ass shoes.
Got to.
Or a kid has touched me, and kids don't give a fuck. They just run up to you and hug you and put their dirty ass hands wherever. Or somebody with too much makeup has hugged me.
Or that shit's trash. Yeah.
So that'd be blowing.
If you've never been to Essence Festival for 4th of July, that shit is, because 4th of July Essence Festival is always held through 4th of July.
I didn't know that was always 4th of July, because I do want to go to that.
That shit is amazing. Like, if you would love and appreciate black people, more specifically black women, go to the Essence Festival, the Superdome. That shit is crazy. I remember me and my old lady, I went and like, it was so many women and shit. She was just like, I don't even give a fuck. There's mad women in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you good. Like, cause I mean, it was so many beautiful women. Like, it was just crazy. It was beautiful black women too. Like, that shit was dope. But like, we saw New Edition. It was a really good concert. It was a really good time. New Orleans is an interesting place to go if you've never been. I got family. It's funny because you said like with the family reunion, it actually was one of my family reunions. On my daddy's side, it wasn't like coined as one, but everybody was just in town and shit. So like I got to see like mad of my family that I had never met before. So that shit was kind of cool. And then, me and my sister, my older sister went cause I'm from Baton Rouge. I was born in Baton Rouge originally. And that shit is like 45, 50 minutes away from New Orleans and shit. So we had rolled up there for the Essence Festival. And one other time me and my cousin had went, the whole weekend me and my cousin had went, and we snuck in with the New Orleans Saints and shit. Them niggas was letting all them niggas in. Shit. And my little cousin like short as hell, but he mad muscular and shit, and I was tall as fuck. And niggas thought I was like a wide receiver and shit, and he was a running back, so we just snuck in with them niggas and shit. Shit was dope. And Louisiana is so like crazy, right? Cause like it was nothing but like, they had like they had a no limit set, they had a cash money set, and they had like a Trill Entertainment set, and like us being, nigga, that shit, but it was mad shit that I hadn't heard, but then everybody from there was from either that region or from Louisiana specifically, so them niggas was turned like, it was, everybody had gold teeth and shit. Shit was crazy. It was a wild ass experience. It was turned.
Everybody had gold teeth.
Real shit, cause they wear permanents and shit. So like Louisiana's a whole different type of culture. Like they have permanent gold teeth and shit. Like, and you can tell the difference in fronts versus permanents. Like them shits be, you can see the slots in between their teeth and shit. And
yeah,
everybody be having them shit. That shit be wild. Like everybody be mouth full of goddamn gold.
You talking about SSN, you talking about, music. Like what, is there a certain song or a certain set of music or a certain era that kind of defines like the family get together, like the family cookout? You know what I'm saying? That you think of like in the summertime. Earth, Wind and
Fire, like that shit is, you know what I mean? That shit is gonna be. Yeah. You can never not play Earth, Wind and Fire and that shit not ring off.
And Summertime.
Yeah, it just makes you feel
by
good.
Jazzy Jeff and Fresh.
Yeah, absolutely. Prince. Shout out to Rakim. He wrote that.
And what line dance being played? What's the
my favorite line dance is fucking Cupid Shuffle.
Cha-cha slide.
I love Cupid Shuffle.
Oh, Cupid Shuffle. I forgot all about
Cupid Shuffle. Is because it's sonically it sounds the best. Nigga, hold on, man. You from fucking DC? The goddamn Electric Slide was about a fucking vibrator, man.
Yeah, I still didn't research that.
Nigga, that's if you sing it.
That's what the internet saying.
You can't hold it. It's electric. That's a goddamn vibrator. You can't control it. It's electric. It's a vibrator. That's what boogie woogie mean. Like, and if you like translate it, boogie woogie means it's a vibrator. Like, so it's like, you can't hold it. It's electric. Yeah. That's when she nutted.
Oh my God. No, listen, I'm gonna get down to the bottom of this Electric Slide thing. Because I need to know. Y'all gonna stop ruining my childhood.
Hey.
So which one playing? So Cupid Shuffle playing?
I love Cupid Shuffle.
What's the main one?
Cupid Shuffle. I love Cupid Shuffle. That's my shit.
I think it might be Cupid Shuffle too, even though it was Electric Slide until Cupid Shuffle.
Nigga, what's so wild, right? Yo, I know this, we off topic like a motherfucker, but I don't give a shit. Shit's funny.
Nah, we still on topic. Unless you about to go somewhere else.
This nigga Cupid Shuffle was on like, America's Got Talent or some shit like that.
This nigga Cupid Shuffle. We don't even know that
his
name.
Cupid. His actual name is Cupid. So the nigga, that's the funniest thing about it, right? So the nigga go on America's Got Talent. You know how they do all like the tell us about you and this, you know, like the little segment about the motherfucker and try to like build up the hype and the suspense around the shit. So he's like, yeah, I wrote this song called the Cupid Shuffle and everybody does the dance, but he's like, I'm so much more than the Cupid Shuffle, right? So they like,
you're just Cupid Shuffle.
So they like, oh, okay. So he can act, you know, he can sing and shit. So they like, all right. So he get up in front of the judges and shit. And this nigga like, he's like, the whole time he was like, I just want to be known more than just the Cupid Shuffle singer and shit. What does Cupid sing? The goddamn Cupid Shuffle. Like that's this nigga talking about some to the right. The lady was like, I forgot who it was. I think it was Simon or one of them niggas was like, hold on, man, hold on. Nigga, didn't you just tell us you ain't want to be known as a Cupid Shuffle and this is the song that you got there to sing?
Supposed to be like his eyes.
Yeah, this nigga talking about, oh. I said, God damn, this nigga is singing the Cupid Shuffle. That shit was funny as a motherfucker, man.
Oh,
that shit probably on YouTube somewhere. YouTube that shit, man. That nigga talking about, I don't want to be known as just a Cupid Shuffle singer.
And then saying Cupid Shuffle.
Tell us, what are you going to sing for us today? It's a little ditty I put together. To the right, to the right, to the left, to the, what, nigga?
He should have sung that shit like Drake or something.
Yo, he did. It just won't no beat. Like,
to the right, I put her shit.
It just won't no beat and shit like that shit. I'm like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here, fucking nigga. Like,
hey, that's funny.
That shit was so funny, man. Shout out to Cupid, though. I love that song. Whoa.
Your singing is over for that. What item at the cookout gotta be cooked right for you? Like, what is your main food reason for going to the cookout?
Hot dogs with chili.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, you gotta have a little burn on there. You heard me? Like, it gotta be burnt. Like,
you know, we rarely agree on shit.
A hot dog with chili and ketchup on that shit. I don't like, no mustard though. Mustard is fucking disgusting.
Nah, I like mustard. Ugh. I just do ketchup and mustard. That's it.
I don't do that. I do give me some chili, some relish, and some slaw and some fucking ketchup. Bitch.
Listen, I'm with you with the hot dog shit, but the one thing to keep a fucking way from me, coleslaw. Don't give me that shit. That shit is disgusting.
Coleslaw is amazing.
Coleslaw is the worst shit ever. It's like mayonnaise soaked cabbage. That
shit is so good. You gotta have it done right. Motherfucker do some right coleslaw on that bitch.
Y'all definitely love coleslaw in North Carolina.
That's a Carolina thing. Like that shit, nigga.
Sandwiches and shit.
Like coleslaw. I got them Carolina classic. That's the Carolina shit. Chili and slaw. Like that shit be fire. I will fuck that shit up any given, like some good ass chili with some coleslaw on that bitch and a hot dog, or a barbecue sandwich with some coleslaw on that bitch. Nigga, what? That shit fire.
I'm gonna leave that to y'all. Keep that shit away from me. What don't you fuck with?
Period.
What's up?
I don't like mustard.
Like, that'll be at a cookout.
I'm not very picky. Like, I love all cookout food, like deviled eggs, all that shit. I need all that deviled eggs. I want the chicken.
I'm here for the food, cousin.
I need grilled corn. I'm nasty with the grilled corn. Like, you gotta
grilled cabbage good too.
Yeah, I never had that. That's
not mayonnaise soaked cabbage.
I'll try that. That'll be probably really good. But like, you gotta soak here go a grilling tip, real niggas, like out there. You may or may not know this, you may not. So instead of like, when people put corn on the grill, don't put that shit in no foil. Like, if you got it in the shuck, put that shit, like, soak it in some water for like maybe an hour before you put it on the grill. And the steam from the water as it's being soaked in the husk is gonna steam that bitch perfectly. So the corn gonna be hidden. Like, you ain't even got to do nothing. Just keep it on the grill, flip it, you know what I mean? And it's gonna get black, and the steam from the soaked water is gonna stay, like, the husk essentially cooks that shit. That shit is amazing. Do that.
Okay,
yeah, we out here, you know what I mean? We out here Food Network B, you know what I mean? Goddamn grilling with B, you know what I'm saying?
Emerald Bagani.
Yeah, and this bitch one time.
We got you.
I got mad jewels today. I told y'all about Crispus addicts, the goddamn corn.
Let me get my cooking tip.
Cooking.
When you cook your motherfucking wings, if you cook grilled wings, boil them shits first. They taste better, and you don't have to leave them on the grill as long so that they dry the fuck out. So boil them shits first, and then put them shits on the grill.
My daddy do that.
Then dunk them shits in the motherfucking barbecue sauce and put them joints back on the grill. And they'll be perfect.
Yeah.
So that's my cooking tip. So we giving out
that's good tip.
4th of July cooking tip.
But I don't even boil my shit. My shit be fire though. Like, niggas know about my wings.
I feel like when I like boil mine in a pot with like I cut up a big ass onion and put that shit in the pot with it and let that shit boil. Yep. And then like when I put them on the grill, like, cause you know how like sometimes when people cook they shits on the grill and they just take them and put them directly on the grill, they be a little bit tough to pull apart. Like the skin get a little bit tough. Right. Boiling it make it so that you still get like that
pop.
Crispness, but it ain't like tough. Yeah. It's like how you get some wings. So yeah, but yeah, that's that tip. So you at the function, right? Somebody in the family get pissed off. What's 9 times out of 10 like the reason that they even got pissed off when it come to your family? Like when something going down. What usually has happened in your family?
Again, my shit,
friends or whatever.
So I don't know if it was that same cookout, but it was my homeboy LP crib. Like I said, he used to do that shit annually. Like he used to run the 4th of July cookouts and shit. So one nigga was over there in the corner. This nigga done called this man gay. Like it was a nigga. He was like, nigga, I heard, ain't you gay? Or some shit. Like he was like, won't you?
Damn.
Yeah, like some.
Cause he had some liquor in him.
I don't know what the fuck. Them niggas knew each other clearly, but the nigga was in front of his wife and shit. Had his little boy. That nigga got up and stole that nigga like 4 times. Like pop. Hit that nigga with
damn.
Yo, the shit was wild as fuck, yo. But the nigga deserved it. Like, he was being mad disrespectful and was like, I heard you was gay or some shit. And the nigga was like, gay? Stood up, pow, 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 pow. Hit that nigga with the wild 4-piece shit.
Hands,
yeah, you about to kiss my goddamn knuckles, bitch ass nigga. Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. That shit was super funny, yo. That shit was bad. Like, that shit was like, all you heard was mad commotion going, cause I was in the street. And the deck was over there. They was on the deck and shit. Nigga was just sitting down. All I heard was mad wrestling and shit. And I looked up. I caught the last 2 hands, like the last 2 jabs going. Yeah, mad furniture moving and shit. That shit was wild. So don't call a nigga gay when he in front of his family, cause shit might go down if he ain't ready to stomp.
He might EJ Johnson your ass.
Yeah, he might got that nigga hit that nigga with the 3 mean 4-piece.
Listen, let me tell you something. It seems like it's always like one of these things. Like in my family, somebody has invited somebody's ex that should not be there. Like my family has a problem with letting people go. Like once you in the family, you're in the family.
Blood in, blood out.
Right, exactly. Unless you did something like super fucked up, like, but most of the time it'd be like my male family members upset because somebody in the family then invited a female that they used to fuck.
Oh yeah.
Or they baby mama or whatever. Like my mama be getting in trouble for stuff like that. That's why you can't be introducing people because they gonna keep asking, no, when I'm done, you done.
Shit.
Like, no, like, my mom be like, but they got a kid together. They family. I say, all right, well then you got to deal with the repercussions of him cussing you out because he here with his new chick.
Right.
And
now
you
done
didn't invite his
whole
old
party
chick.
Up and shit. Nigga can't even turn up.
Just because you like her. Or it's always somebody get pissed off because somebody that didn't contribute shit to the cookout leaving with mad plate.
Hell yeah.
Like mad plates. Like
nigga ain't even eat. That shit is the corny shit. Like when a nigga don't eat, you just come and grab a plate. Like he ate for another cookout or some shit. My nigga not notorious for that shit. That bitch is the hungriest nigga alive. So he'll eat at 2 plates and then go and grab like some plates. Like nigga, you better sit down and eat. Nigga, if you ain't finna, they don't got them carry out. What y'all call them shit in DC?
Right,
carry out.
Exactly.
They no curry out.
Curry out.
Shout out to the carry out. Them fucking wings be banging.
Shout out to the carry
out. Them shit be right.
For sure.
DC is a great place.
DC is great. Atlanta is great. North Carolina is great.
Yeah, hell yeah. One time, boat.
Them the places I live. So I would say Milwaukee is great, but I can't really.
In my projects.
I just remember a lot of snow and I don't do cold.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit is Wisconsin, ain't it? Ain't that a bitch?
Listen, I hate when people bring motherfuckers to the family event and you didn't even bring nothing. Like, when you bring extra people with you, most of the time the family ain't really tripping.
Right.
But how you gonna bring extra people with you and don't bring nothing yourself?
Yeah,
not a soda, not a paper plate, not a something like
the store right
something.
there. You gotta
like,
stop by the store, man.
You definitely got to. What y'all playing? Like, what's the game y'all playing? Y'all play cards?
Niggas we play poker and shit, but niggas.
Oh, so y'all playing poker?
Niggas will play poker. Niggas will play niggas will play.
We'll never get no poker in my family. Like, I don't know how to play poker, but I want to learn.
Poker, that shit. I love. It's once you know the hands of poker, like what beats what, then it's always the best 5 cards you can have versus whatever somebody else. And once you know the hands, it's all different variations of poker, but it's always the best 5 cards that you can have. And once you know what beats what and how people play, cause it's more cerebral. But, niggas will bust out a game of, poker real fast.
Yeah. I don't know how to play. Our family, it's going to either be spades or tunk. It's going to be one of the go-tos. Yeah. Like, spades. Yeah, I love
Uno. Uno's a classic. Uno's re-emerging.
Like if it was just like me, my cousins and young and shit like that. But when we talking about the whole family, everybody play spades. Like my mom and them ain't playing Uno, but like they be playing spades or they playing tunk. And if we playing tunk, we playing for money. You know what I mean? Like that's what I be missing about my family. Like, and families that I've grown attached to because they operate like my family. Like we all together, we about to play some shit. Right. It's about to be some competition going on in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somewhere. But we definitely playing spades or tunk in my family. And if we playing tunk, we definitely playing for money.
Niggas shoot dice too. We shoot dice. Like, I used to shoot dice like fuck. I miss that shit. I used to shoot the fuck out some dice.
Yo, I'm so tired of being in environments where it's 5 to 6 or more black people and you don't have enough people to play spades. Who raised y'all? Like, if you don't know how to play spades.
Okay, so you may not, I'm not a,
oh man.
I know how to play. I know the basics of fucking spades, but I'm not like, you don't want me as your partner. Like my old lady hates me she will not play spades with me because I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it.
I don't understand. like space seem like the simplest.
I mean, I
ever.
understand, but
like,
I just ain't. I'm not the partner that you want. Niggas don't want me. Like nobody. Niggas always get mad at me. Like, why you ain't play this? Like, I don't know. So.
And then what's worse, because spades is a game of reputation. It's a game of bragging rights.
Yeah,
it's something that you take with you until the next time. So it's even more than money. Like you can lose your money and go about your business, but you can't take your dignity. And so once a nigga take your fucking dignity, once a nigga take your dignity, it's over. Like shout out to my brother. Shout out to Clay. Like, that nigga is my best spades partner.
A nigga named Clay can play spades.
My nigga can play spades, man. Me and my brother, we go on runs. We go on runs. So anytime I'm home, y'all watching my IG live or my Snapchat or whatever, y'all see we playing cards to 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we playing Tuncle spades, and we either getting money or we talking shit. One of the two. But yeah, man, like, let's give people one tip for surviving the 4th of July or any summer family cookout for the remainder of the summer. What's one tip
just bring something, man. Just bring something. Like, don't come empty-handed. That's the best way to have a good time. Like that way you ain't cheating nobody and you don't feel cheated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with B. That is one good tip. And I think the tip I want to give is, don't bring anybody that you already know has conflict within your family.
Oh yeah.
Like, it don't matter that y'all good friends and y'all can be good friends, but you gotta think of the overall function and the overall vibe. So if you gotta tell your homeboy, your homegirl, or your cousin's ex or whoever, like, they can't go, like, you just gotta do that to protect the vibe of the family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just can't go. I'll bring you a plate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But, I want to thank y'all for listening to us.
As always.
Make sure y'all subscribe, man. We appreciate y'all. Follow us at the Ain't Shit Show.
Yep.
Y'all know that's X with an I would be, and that's Twitter, IG, YouTube, SoundCloud, Facebook, all of that. Rate us, shout us out, tell a friend to tell a friend, and B, you know, normally I like to end this with a quote. Mm-hmm. However, I don't have a quote today. Give us something good. Give us one of them.
I seen some nasty shit the other day. What did it say? I don't fucking know. You put me on the spot. I wish you'd have told me. Damn.
You always have some good
I know,
ones.
I do. A wise man once said nothing. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and with that being said, until next week, y'all be great. And it's always Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good 4th of July.
God bless you all. America beautiful. Home of the brave.